Welcome everyone to Grey Matter Games Dungeons and Dragons, back with our first session after a short holiday break. As you can see, the UI has been updated. Over the holiday break, we decided to, myself, decided to upgrade and change the streaming platform that I was using, the program, and decided to throw a little bit of an upgrade to it as well at the same time. So everyone's nameplates, if you those of you in the game who aren't looking at the stream, if you want to quickly look, have been updated thanks to the wonderful Derek with his awesome photo editing software, because I was using MS Paint and it was terrible. So he decided to be a chum and help me out. So we have
gold.
All right.
I'm just gonna assume it's beautiful because it's a lot to ask for my laptop.
it's already doing enough. It's doing great. We appreciate you, John's laptop. I'll send you a screenshot after. It's okay.
Okay.
There was an attempt, and that's what matters.
Yes, a thought that counts. So we'll pick up where we left off a month ago, which is the party getting to I almost said Hamlet. Thinking of the other campaign. I was like, it's the wrong way too.
You gotta put the phlegm in there.
Phlegmic. No, getting to Brockle, the town that they had already visited before, on the way up to Mindenheim to investigate the chaos threat. Upon arriving at Brockle, the party was greeted by the inhabitants, welcomed back with open arms, as they had originally saved the town from the beastman threat. You guys had some food, had some drink, and spent the night. Most of you, at least. Some of you decided to wake in the night and get up to some nefarious activities. That being that Vanny, who had two hirelings, we'll call them that, professional masseuses, hired by Stinksack to give her some business, and turned up dead, and brought it to the attention of Stinksack and V to help her dispose of the bodies. The night kind of was a little crazy after that. The only person who stayed awake to investigate a bit was Craig, but he was spotted, so he couldn't follow them, and awaited in his bed for them to return before going to sleep. So we are picking up where we left off in the morning, early morning, of the next day. Before we get started, Karen, if you would.
Yes. It's a new year, so, as things happen with change, with the changing of the years, we also get, the changing of things in the stream. So to commemorate that, today's episode is sponsored by the weird shade of purple that has somehow shifted from Tyler to Ben.
Okay.
It's not nearly
Shut up! It's funny.
as magenta as it was before. It was like a stark contrast.
When I wrote this, when I wrote this, Ben looked like fucking Grover from McDonald's or whatever. Fucking name. Grimer.
No, Grimer's a Pokemon.
It's not. Yeah.
Grimace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was gonna let him get there.
You're American.
That was pissing me off that I couldn't remember who he was. But yeah, so
yes.
Once again, today's episode is sponsored by this weird shade of purple that seems to persist and is slowly infecting our players one by one.
Yes, thanks, Tyler. I'm gonna wear purple next session just to fuck you guys up.
Oh my
right.
god.
Derek, no!
No, I saw that. No.
Member of the Blue Man Group all of a sudden.
The Purple Man Group? It's a thing. All right, so early morning comes. The sun is just starting to rise. There's some mildew on the grass outside. A couple of birds start chirping. Those of you who slept through the night start waking up. Those of you who were up to no good will sleep in a little bit longer.
Oh no, no sleeping. Wake up, stay awake, push it.
Yeah.
You do not gain the benefits of a long rest.
Nope.
No?
No need.
Well,
No need.
we did, so
Okay.
the rulings of long rest, did we say you had to sleep for some of it, or as long as you're resting for 8 hours? Which
I
is
believe
light
that-
to no
You
activity.
need to
The
sleep.
verbiage, you need to sleep 6 out of the 8 hours at least to get a long rest.
Okay.
Also, she buried a man. That's not light activity.
No, I'm saying if it's been 6 hours since burying 2 men, not 1, 2, that
Thank you for
that
reminding
would
me.
consider.
So you have to
But-
sleep for 6 hours and then do only light
Oh,
activity for 2.
I'm gonna attempt to convince the party to travel right away, and traveling is not light activity. So she took a short rest, and that's it.
All right, and how did we end up ruling last time in terms of traveling? Well, not traveling. Sorry, exhaustion with not going to sleep. I know we discussed it separately because I ruled it different than last time.
Yes, there's a rule for making a con save if you stay up all day.
Okay,
I'll get back to you on it
thank you.
when I find it again.
Thank you. I know we discussed what the actual rule was, and we both agree that it's better that way. I just want to make sure that we're clear on that rule exactly, so because it's going to apply here, right? All right. So Fanny is still awake. The party starts to rouse from their slumber. Iris is still snoring away. For the audience, Kate's going to join us a bit shortly. She had to work a bit later today, so she'll be here in a bit. In the meantime, Iris will keep sleeping and might wake her way to the horse and cart. Absent-mindedly, if you guys choose to leave right away. But most of the party wakes up. Sticksack V, would you guys like to continue sleeping, or would you want to wake up a bit earlier?
I have it.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because
Just a quick reminder about the notes. Stinksack actually didn't
Yes.
return to the house.
I just remembered as he started speaking.
I sent you the notes today.
I have them open here. Am I looking at them?
Preoccupied
Maybe.
with making us look beautiful, okay?
Yes. I was hard at work.
Well,
Okay.
I found the ruling.
Yes.
Whenever you finish a 24-hour period without a long rest, you must make a DC 10 con save, and it increases by 5 every day. That you don't take a long rest
Okay.
or gain a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So you could keep making them, and then eventually not be able to make them anymore, and just gain 6 levels of exhaustion over 6 days, or you could gain them all in 6 days if you really fuck up.
Yeah, because it's only 1 point. So if you failed on like the 6th day, it's only 1 point of exhaustion. But then you have disadvantage on the next save, right?
Yep. I got a 12, so
Okay.
I think I'm fine for today.
Yep. That's absolutely fine. A bit tired, but you're still perky enough that you're able to do the activity, any activity or action as you
Please do
know.
not describe Vanny as perky.
Ooh.
I don't
I'd
know
say that
what
she's-
part of her.
A
is
bit
perky.
old to be perky, but yeah.
He has the cheekbones of a 20-year-old.
Not much else of a 20-year-old, though. The blood on her hands of a 20-year-old. So the party wakes up for the most part. Stinksack, you are on the outskirts of the city, right?
yes, and me and Snotrag eat bodies as best as we could.
Yeah, you got, like, you both kind of
Very
took, like,
yes.
most of, like, the legs, this kind of thing, but, but there's still, like I said, it was, like, a lot of meat between the two of you.
Just
so,
trying to remember because it was a month ago. Did we, did we bury the rest of the bodies?
Yes.
Or did we take the bodies?
no, you buried them. Did you sleep on the outskirts?
I would have, yes.
You would have?
And
Okay.
I could have.
So you'll wake up shortly after the party kind of gets up in the town and stuff like that. As you went to bed a bit later than everyone else. V, did you leave? Is he still here?
Come back.
He is technical issues.
Technical difficulties?
Technical difficulties with a different computer.
The color purple has infected everything.
It's causing so many problems.
So this session will be titled Purple Rain for no reason.
Give me a second here. Thank you for correcting me, Derek. I realized your comment. I was like, what do you mean? I saw
No,
comment in the
Cameron
chat.
corrected you. I put it in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not listening when Cameron speaks. Not else I given. So until he solves his.
Wait, Iris just showed up in roll 20.
Oh,
Augers.
Don's here. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, and for clarification,
Yes.
Snotrag would have been ordered to stay up. I'm going to roll a con save for him.
I don't think he needs to sleep technically.
He's a primal spirit.
That's what I mean. It's not necessarily an actual animal, right?
The rulings are generally that monsters do need to sleep unless stated otherwise.
Okay, I just
And
say
many monsters do state that, such as undead.
or constructs.
He rolled a natural one.
Oh boy. Okay, so he has a point of exhaustion for the day
Cool.
until he takes a long rest and then sleeps for 6 hours.
And then he'd wake
Okay.
me up as sunrise came.
Let's fix this. Give me 2 seconds.
We got new things on the stream.
Yeah. So for the first point of exhaustion is just disadvantage on ability checks. Saving throws is at 3rd level exhaustion.
Do that. This chair squeaks.
That was very squeaky. I heard that.
Yeah.
I'm just rearranging the new banners.
Yes.
V and Vanny are mixed up.
Well, once his camera turns back
Run
on,
it, yeah.
they'll swap.
Yeah, it'll fix it.
Yeah.
Ooh, new maps.
We've been here
That's what I
before.
say.
We have been. I have had to say this to
Am I
two people
getting
today.
deja vu?
Yeah.
Deja vu.
It's
I've
been
been
87
in this
years.
place before. Okay, that's the only part I can
Is
sing.
it a
'cause-
higher quality version of the same map?
No.
I think so.
Maybe.
No, it's because I edited them. Oh,
Is
you
there
mean
less-
maps?
Is there less darkness on the map?
Like, there's no fog of war on it.
There's less JPEG.
It's literally the exact same map that was in Roll20 last time you guys played.
Interesting.
Mm.
I don't believe you.
We're seeing it with fresh eyes.
I
don't know why
updated
you
the
don't
UI,
Believe him.
and Derek redid the nameplates. I did not change anything in Roll20.
Eric is so good that even the maps updated.
His very
Oh my
presence is updating the photo quality of our maps.
It's one of the
The
passive
meme
benefits of a
master is
massive
here.
photographer.
Honestly. All right, so we had just started Kate, so we didn't as much. It's fine. We were going over where we had left off last time. Everyone is waking up the next morning after the events of of the previous night. Singsack is not with the party in the house that you guys are staying in, but you guys wake up to the sound of sobbing and a slight wail.
Where's that coming from?
Why?
Did my alarm go off in a moment?
Oh, actually, Will,
Yes?
I don't need to sleep. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh, I know what kind of warlock. Oh god.
I wasn't sure if you already had it or not, but I think we talked about it already, so
Yeah.
I
We
forgot.
talked
that.
about it because, yeah, okay.
yes. So, in that case,
I'm
Uh,
fine.
you are fine, yes. You were fine anyway. You didn't have the point of
Now
exhaustion
you're
anyway, but you wouldn't get one if you'd failed.
Are you playing a coffee lock?
No.
No, you'll see.
I hate it
Ambiguous.
when you say that.
Ambiguity. Yes. So the party awakens all except for Stinksack in the house that you guys were staying. And yes, there is, you hear sobbing coming from outside. Not close. It seems like it's in the distance.
Who would hear it first is the question.
It's loud enough that the party hears it. Whoever wakes up first or at the same time will hear it. I presumably, because John Ralphio, he needs to trance for 4 hours or meditate for 4 hours, and he's out, he
I'd
hears
be
it.
like wide awake. I'd hear it and be like, yeah, he's been wailing for half an hour.
Exactly.
I'm checking it out. I learned my lesson with the zombies.
Smart man.
Vanny would have gone out to try to give a mother's comfort to whoever is crying.
Okay.
Kieran would check it out too.
Iris would check it out too.
Would Vanny do that
I think we're
before
all-
the
I
party
think we're
wakes
all
up,
checking it.
or
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah?
yeah.
okay?
Right as soon as it's been going on for more than a minute or two.
Yeah, it's like dawn breaks and you hear like a shriek almost come from one of the other homes.
If only Vanny goes out, John Raphael stays put. But if the whole party goes, he goes.
Okay.
Would the shriek wake us, Will?
No, you only hear it if it's it's not like a
Okay.
blood curdling scream,
Okay.
more just like a very
in the background.
Like an abrupt ah. No, that was too moany.
Well, now.
Jesus.
Yes, a tad too sexual there, Cameron.
My God, Trevor's dead.
Huh? Like, no. Like, it's like a wail, like a moan, like it's not like a moan, but like a moan, like a sad cry,
A mournful wail.
mournful wail.
Add it to the clips.
I feel like there's a joke in there. Something. I'll show you my mournful wail.
No.
I don't know,
forgot my
mournful.
dice. How did I forget my dice?
Oh no, John.
Derby.
Oh, no.
Jonathan, no.
Don't
It's
leave
okay.
us.
They're like 6 feet away.
Okay, it's just bad because like you like get all comfy and stuff in bed to like play, and just like disrupting your setup. I feel bad.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh no.
Give me 2 seconds here. I'm getting a ruling.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Dead silence. You love it.
Oh, okay. So that changes
There.
things. Okay. Yeah, it's like you've never heard like a wail like this before. It sounds like someone is like going through like the worst thing possibly in their life. Like their world is ending or something. Maddie would have gone out first after hearing it for a couple of minutes, and you.
Wait, so the worst scream ever doesn't wake us?
It's not a scream; it's a wail.
Okay,
Worst whale.
just for clarification.
So yeah, it's not like
The-
it's not
the Moby
yelling
Dick, if you
or
will.
screaming. It's like someone is like, "Why are you crying so damn loud?" Kind of like the meme.
A ghost. An angry ghost.
You wake up, you hear someone who's just
Or
like,
like a Scooby-Doo movie.
"Oh, are you darn kids?
I could be Velma if you wanted to, Will.
Stop! That's not funny. Stop."
I mean, the moment you said it's not funny,
I
it
have
became
to
a little
open-
funny.
I have
Guys,
to
don't
open
out Will
photos,
on
I'm
stream.
We don't kink shame here.
Happy 2022, everybody.
I'm not
Yeah,
shaming.
We're
I'm
20
off.
minute in and Will's already sexually frustrated. Okay, so you
We're
guys
off
leave
the
the
rails.
building.
What's old is new.
True. You guys leave the building. You see outside of the. So you guys are staying in this building here, essentially, with the party over. Except for Stinksack, he's.
For the audience at home, we're in a a stable sort of thing.
No, so
We're in a home. We're fully in
Oh,
a
it's
home.
in a home.
it's in a house, but it's not like like a one-person home. These homes are made to house multiple people, multiple families in one home, so it's fairly large. But it's not like well furnished. It's not fancy or anything. It's basically just like 4 walls and a roof. That's like a straw roof essentially. Very small town, so they're just starting to rebuild. Since you guys had liberated the city from the beastmen, this is one of their newly constructed buildings, and they're like, we want to give it to you, let you guys stay here. So it's fresh, it's nice, but it's not, not fancy.
The hay isn't infested with rats yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's our best house.
Oh, is Sean Ralphio?
Yes.
Yes.
He has
Nice.
a new token. All purple and shiny.
Visually
Purple.
distinct
Oh god.
Vanny.
Yeah. No, we're confusing with Vanny.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you go outside and you find Vanny is comforting the elderman in training. as he is sobbing into his hands. He's standing outside of the building here, and he's kind of like on his knees, hands on his face, just like sobbing. And she's there, petting him.
What's happening here? Is everything all right?
You approach the elderman in training and ask him.
I'd like to say what's happening, but have I been told yet?
Yes. So, he goes to answer, but like in Lord of the Rings when they get to Moria and you find the tomb, and someone else who's reading the book, and then all of a sudden Gil's like, ah! He just keeps crying some more. He does that. And Vanny will share with the group that they woke this morning and found the Elderman had been killed in his sleep. He didn't die peacefully. It seemed that when they went to investigate his body, that his throat had rotted away during the night. What seems to be some form of like a maybe disease. They're really not sure. This isn't their forte.
It's simply
that so?
horrific.
I like how I like our like Brady Bunch setup so that you can look at other people in the actual direction they are.
I am right in the center. I can react to anything.
Oh no! Stay down there.
Yes, Craig. That is how it do be.
So
Craig doesn't know anything. Cameron, however.
It's Krug. That is how it do be.
it do.
What kind of would our characters be able to make this sort of connection, or
How could this have happened?
Just based on the description that was given to Vanny, unless Vanny has some insight she'd like to give to kind of put it towards the party, but it's not really her forte either, not her niche. So it's just I think this is like he seems like he like died in the night through the night, but that like is like it almost looks like his throat is like burned or like melted away or something.
I pull the others aside.
Yeah.
Could it be that the beastmen have cursed this place for what we did to them?
Can they do that?
They have demonstrated a malign intelligence in the past.
I mean,
We-
yeah, but like when we fought them, right? Like they didn't use magic or anything. They just used swords and punchies and arrows and stuff.
Do you think this could have been a poison or something?
Have you seen anything like this before, Vanny?
Never in all my days.
Vanny, you would have been crying inside first. You would have gone in and seen the body. It literally looks like they kind of like closed his eyes and put a blanket over him. But if you looked under, it actually looks like there's like almost like holes in his throat, and it's very like red and irritated.
Brutal.
It started pussing a little bit actually because he's been dead for quite some time during the night.
I've seen many things, but never this.
Kieran would be comforting the guy, whoever it is.
Elderman in training.
Yes.
Steven.
Yes. We know each other.
Yes. Fucking Steve.
Could I?
His name's Steve.
No, it's
Could I
Steven.
Steven, yes.
attempt... Actually, my medicine is not
I'm so
great.
sorry,
I would have to
Steven.
ask Kieran.
I promise we'll do our best to get to the bottom of this. How could have this happened? He was just such a lovely man. Taken before his time, he was.
He was so young. He wasn't.
On the prime.
Do I notice that Stinksack's not here with us?
You all do. You wake up and he's not in the room with you.
I was gonna sense something fucky's going on.
Shifty eyes, something's fucky.
Yes.
My fucky senses are in hypercheck.
Alright, okay, can mean two things, so please do not get them mixed up.
Hello?
Hi?
Hello.
How's this for sound?
Oof.
I can
Sound
hear.
good?
I can hear you. It's okay.
That's all right.
We'll live with it. We'll live with it.
I'd like to try and see if I can track Stinksack down, because this seems very suspicious that guy died in his sleep, has weird wounds, or some weird injury that caused him to fall ill into the night, and our
You instantly
goblin
suspect
who-
the goblin. Wow,
I
Iris.
suspect
that,
Wow.
Caitlin.
well,
Wow.
the fact that he's
Wow.
gone, and he
Is
has
that about this
liver
time?
poison.
Okay, do you announce to the party that you're gonna track him down?
I think more the fact. I'm gonna say I'm gonna look for Stinksack. You might want to take a look at the injuries.
Think Zach's
About
sleeping
this
off his
time.
hangover in his carriage.
Oh.
A large black vampire bat flies over your head and perches on a nearby overhang.
Okay.
It's the morning, so seeing a large bat is weird, to say the least.
I'm not an animal expert, but that's are there usually big bats around here?
To be clear, this is bigger than Snotrag, right?
No, he's roughly the same size you saw bat the last time he was a bat. He's smaller than the wolf. He's a
But
very,
bigger than the bat.
he's 3 feet.
The
tall.
bat.
Christ. Are there usually huge
There's-
talking bats around here?
I think
He's-
that's Stinksack's brother.
Oh,
You don't like
Oh,
little
it's
bear, don't you,
snotty.
buddy? Do you know where your brother is?
Just takes off into the air and starts circling.
I'll go to the carriage and knock on the door. Oi!
There's
You awake?
no response.
Karen would be trying to get Steven to let him see the body. Is anyone else interested in that?
He would be he's inconsolable. He's just outside sobbing. But if you try to make your way, he's not going to stop you.
Okay.
And he points you to where it is, as she's been there, done that.
As you enter into the building, you see that most of the other villagers who were staying in the house with them are kind of huddled in a corner, quietly crying. So when they were consoling each other, they look very concerned, upset. And in the opposite corner, you can see one of the cots has been placed in the corner with a blanket draped over what you can assume is his body.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to take away from Kate's thing. If I don't know what
We
scene we
can
want to do now.
kind of go back and forth with it, but
Yeah, you knocked on
sure,
the.
I mean, you can go ahead because you're investigating the body. Why don't you do
Okay.
that first, and I'll finish with my bit.
Okay.
Karen would just sort of try to politely comfort the other people in the house before just barging in and looking at the dead body.
There's a body here. Just march over to it.
I'm dead.
He does make his way over there though.
Yes.
Can I roll a check to see what the deal is?
I would say a medicine check.
Okay. Cool. Okay, wait, he guides himself.
I figured.
Okay, no. 18.
Okay. So you walk over, you lift the blanket of it to look underneath. I don't think you just throw it off. And you kind of
No.
but politely take a peek underneath, and the elderman is lying there. His arms are now across his chest. His eyes are closed, but you can distinctly see his kind of peek towards his chest. that like it's almost like you don't see through his throat to the back of his neck. It's like almost melted away down to the top part of his chest, and there are sores and like irritation and redness all over it. You can tell that he probably ingested something in his sleep. This is definitely not natural causes that caused it to basically essentially corrode his throat, whether it be poison or acid. This isn't really something that you've seen before, but you do know that something was put into his mouth, and that in itself, while it went down, just destroyed his tissue as it made its way through.
Okay.
He is gonna say maybe it's just a bad case of heartburn. Who knows?
Did you follow him in there to look at the body?
Yeah.
So you're like investigating another thing. Like, V's voice from behind you. Oh, back is a heartburn.
I
You know,
don't think so.
I'm kind of a cleric myself.
Shut up,
that's
Willem!
It was not firefight, actually.
You think he's gonna be okay?
He's dead.
Oh,
So no.
oh, right. Yeah, no, that's hard to cure.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry
go
if you won't
now.
make it.
As I just like walk off.
I suppose that one will be hard to walk off.
Jesus Christ, guys. If he was already buried, he'd be rolling in his grave.
I'm sorry to trouble you any further, but does anyone know, did the deceased take a glass of water to bed, perhaps? Or anything like that?
One of the group kind of like looks at each other a bit confused, and then like one of the male adults kind of steps forward and goes, "No, he usually eats dinner a few hours before and nothing else before bed. You know, I say that snacking before bed it makes you fat."
Okay.
And he kind of like smiles somberly at that. He's like grieving with humor.
I see. Thank you very much.
Annie leans in the nearest
fine.
member of the party. That's bullshit. It doesn't make you any fatter than snacking the rest of the day.
I know, right?
You take note. The elder is the portly fellow, so.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, Kieran would go back out to the rest of the party
Okay.
and tell them he thinks he drank something or ingested something that destroyed his throat.
Before the party replies, Kate, you're at the cart. You give it a knock.
Yeah.
And there's no response.
Yeah, I give him up. I open the door.
Okay. It's empty.
You hear the bat from above. It does like a figure eight and keeps like flying out towards the city and then loops back. Eventually it'll tire and land on your shoulder.
I'm gonna
Oh,
ritual
eat your hair.
cast speak with animals.
Okay. While you're casting that, we'll go back to the party. Yeah, Kieran comes out and describes what he saw.
Tragic. Anyways, did the party. We should get going. We got money to make.
I think we should try to figure out what's happened.
Yeah. Craig is gauging the reactions of, like, I saw 3 people go into the woods.
Yep.
One of them has not come home.
Yep.
I am gauging the reactions of the other 2 to this.
Vanny is comforting the young elderman in training alongside Kieran.
Yeah, I've never seen V so indifferent.
John
He's
Rock,
always
like when he
indifferent.
saw the bat, he's just started.
Exactly.
I like big bats and I cannot lie.
Okay.
He's just powdering.
Powdering?
Yeah, he's wearing like
Okay.
a French wig.
Oh, I
His face is all white with makeup now.
Right.
Okay, it's
Oh my
going
god.
for that French noble look.
He's a dandy now?
Exactly.
The optimal use of time.
He's getting all did up while everyone's trying to figure out what's going on.
And he's doing his best Bretonian impression by looking down upon the peasants.
Oh my god.
It was a complex ruse, one that was unlikely to work. But there was a chance.
Since no one else seems all that interested, Kieran would ask Vanny. Do you think he had any? Do you think he had any enemies in town? Or
In
I
this
don't know.
town?
What do you think happened?
Well, I was up most of the night.
Really?
Yeah, you were.
Oh yes, dear, I don't sleep much. But I had Sinky come in earlier this evening. He was drunk. I brought him over to the cart, where we laid him up, but he was still awake when I left him there. And then I came back and tried to get some rest. And there wasn't much else that happened. It's a quiet town. Oh my.
I wasn't really asking about your night, Vanny, but I'm sorry. you
DM
didn't sleep.
question.
Yeah?
Oh, you meant the people of
When
the
they
town.
Hold on.
when they left to go to the bodies while I was still in the porta potty, did they pass by the cart or did they go straight into the woods?
That's a good question. I don't recall. No, I think you went into the porta potty.
We are the porta party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you were kind of just like chilling in there, trying to spy through like the door to take a look at them. They went like through the forest, like through.
Because I think we lost them in the forest, to be honest.
Yeah. So
That's very hot shit, apparently.
Craig is gonna be like, Vanny, that's not entirely true though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, when you met up with you didn't put Stink Sack right to bed, remember? Because I went to the toilet.
Oh no, of course
You-
not. We took him for a walk first, and we gave him some water. Sobered him up best we could, as any good friend would. Your brothers told me that.
I'm inciting this.
Anyway,
Inciting
Vanny,
shit.
like I
Nat
was
20!
asking you.
24 insight.
I'm giving advantage to deception by nodding.
I need like a sentence.
Nodding?
I didn't want to
Also
interrupt, but yes.
Also
yes,
a nat
nodding.
20 for a 25, but
You mother!
unfortunately my charisma is higher than your wisdom. Thank you, Ben, because my first roll was a 14.
You're welcome.
Anyway, like I was saying, Vanny,
Motherfucker!
do you think he had any enemies in town? I don't really care what you were doing last night.
Oh, I
almost
thought you
blew
were
this case
asking what...
wide open.
I don't know the people of this town at all.
Aye, that's sort of a good point.
No better than you, Kieran, unfortunately.
Based
I
on
thought you just wanted my perspective as an old wise woman who doesn't sleep.
in terms of
Perhaps we
common
should-
sense, Kieran would think that he's the elder
Hello?
of this town. He's taken care of this town for a while. He wouldn't have many or any enemies in this small town. It's like 20-something people, 30 people, and him.
Okay. He was well liked, it seems.
Yes.
Okay.
As for the deception insight roll, Craig's having a bit of a hard time recollecting what happened last night. The sequence of events, based on what Manny is describing, seems about right. It might be like that they like went to the cart second, to Forest first, the cart first to Forest second. You're not, but what Annie is saying is true for what happened last night, based on her recounting.
Can I roll insight, Will? Not on Vanny specifically, but just on the situation as a whole, and what if Kieran has like a hunch about anything.
Okay.
Oh, that's not great. 13.
Okay. No, it would, like you were trying to think before if he had maybe any enemies in town, or maybe he had something before bed that very much didn't agree with him. Super bad case of heartburn. You can kind of rule that out in terms of common sense, but it's you're not sure what it could be. It's a
okay.
kind of eluding you at the moment.
Okay. So should we do some investigating, or what are the rest of you thinking?
What could we possibly find?
Footprints, maybe?
I don't know. Poison? Or like
How
real
would you
bad
check
meatloaf?
for such a thing?
Or
Where would we start, Kieran?
We don't even have a ranger right now.
where is Stinksack?
Tamper with the evidence.
What?
Tamper with the evidence. Bring in the ranger.
Oh.
Kieran, how about this? We go on our mission, and then maybe on the way back, we can take a look if we have time.
So no one's interested on why some man's throat fucking dissolved?
Are you not capable of detecting such things? I ask the cleric if they don't have detect poison and disease.
Oh, that's a good question.
I feel like this is a very specific member in our party's responsibility.
You see, not today. Not today.
Big woof. Big woof, my guy.
Tragic.
Very.
Iris went to the cart, but is the cart within eyesight of here?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, it's near the beginning entrance to town here.
Okay.
Actually, do I still have? Oh, whoops.
She's probably done ritual casting by now, right?
Yeah, cleric's poison and disease is ritual casts, so you don't need to have it
Yeah,
prepared.
but he needs to have it prepared.
Yeah, I do.
Ritual cast it.
You have to.
It's only
Yes, it's only wizards that get to do that.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Did we wake up before we finished the long rest? Because in that case, technically we're not done the long rest, and you can spend the time at the end of the long rest preparing a new set of spells.
That seems weird to me.
Did you technically prepare all of your spells already?
You prepare them at the end of the long rest.
Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't it take time?
It does take time, but
Yeah.
he can take a...
Now that he knows
not
he
changing
needs
many.
it, he could take that time.
Yeah. I mean, that's up to whether or not the long rest is finished.
The guy finished sleeping, so...
Yeah.
It's not about if we finish sleeping, it's about if 8 hours have passed. Because you can be
It's
the
gonna
last
go-
person to take watch, and then you can cast Animate Dead on all of your zombies a bunch, and then you immediately get your spell slots back.
Skeletons are superior.
He's gonna go walk up to Iris and say, he'll be back. The cart is here. I mean, have you seen how much he loves it? He would never abandon it. He's probably, I don't know, doing goblin things out there.
Goblin thing.
Does he come after I finish ritual casting?
Yes.
I don't know.
This discussion that has happened. You were casting during that time. He arrives up to you, and you finish casting so he can speak to the bat. The bat.
Yeah. So I'm speaking to the bat before Via arrives.
Okay.
And I say to, it's not Rag, I believe that was his name.
Yep.
Sorry, I couldn't understand you before. Do you know where your brother is?
Ah, you be speaking me language.
Mm.
Finally, yes.
Oh,
I be
no.
outside the town. Follow me. I bring you to me brother.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Alright.
Jokes.
Okay.
Be waiting. Make it quick, yeah?
Laser
Hey, we're
rush?
getting cancelled.
I had.
We just got canceled.
Bye.
It sounds like yeah.
It wasn't offensive.
He's just
I
using an
follow that.
accent.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a Caribbean Creole accent.
He could be a white Jamaican bat for all we know. Come on, people.
See, there you go.
The
I
big
think
question
the real
is, does the
question
bat
is
have
why is
dreadlocks?
he Jamaican?
No.
Why wouldn't it? It's a fantasy world. Bats can have dialects, man.
Bat-
The
bat-
primal
Brother,
spirit.
is it?
Straight out of Jamaica.
It flew from Warhammer, Jamaica, all the way here.
Yeah.
It's now canon. I'm sorry. I love it.
Warhammer, Jamaica. Okay,
They
Yeah.
have that?
it's a place.
Isn't that like Pirate Islands or something? There you go.
Great.
Jamaica.
Yeah, so I think in the conversation before V arrives, I'm following the bat.
Double. All right.
You coming? Just you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bat starts flying overhead. You see Iris is kind of following it from the ground.
He'll swoop back whenever. Can't keep up.
I would say that the 8 hours has just passed.
You're
Yeah,
boned.
yeah.
Assuming that you all, a few of you went to bed late. And you're still technically resting. Those of you who went to bed already, you kind of woke up for a bit, but it wouldn't have disturbed your long rest because you're just like kind of like up awake in bed. You didn't like get up and do anything. You went back to sleep. So I'd say the 8 hours has passed, yes.
That's what I figured.
I tried.
If you're not going to bed at the same time, I'd say it's still, you guys slept for 6 hours and there's still like a 2-hour window and you'd be within it because they'd already gone to bed before you guys had done all the other stuff, and then you guys slept 6 hours. After that, it's been like 8-9 hours. Yeah, Iris takes off and is following the bat. They wanted to follow her or try to continue to investigate.
Have you tried medicine yet?
Yes.
Okay.
The first thing he did.
Yeah.
Well, his medicine check revealed that he is indeed dead.
Let's hit the blanket. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
I
dead.
failed to see.
That's a
I
corpse.
checked his pulse. He's dead. I checked his breathing as well. Nothing came out of his lips.
You go check his pulse in his neck. His hand goes to the throat. Like,
I do CPR. He has no chest.
you pump once, it just caves in.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Should we follow Iris?
I thought Iris was gone at this point.
Yeah, I thought she was just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. She starts like walking like down the road here.
I think she makes friend with a bat.
Stinksack's gonna be so upset when just Iris shows up.
Yeah.
Oh no. Alright, Iris, you walk your way. The bat leads you for like quite a few minutes up the road, north of the village. Are you not trying to be stealthy? You're just like walking up the road, following the bat.
Yeah, I'm following the bat.
Okay. After about, I would say like 15 minutes,
All
15, 20 minutes. But how far? Yeah, okay. So Zach, you see Iris coming up the road, but just Iris.
Just Iris. Stinksack would.
I'm sorry,
rush
hold
out.
up. I can't even roll a 25. I don't have proficiency in deception. Cameron, I couldn't beat your 24.
Oh no.
Jesus.
The
I
drama.
thought I legitimately thought I had proficiency in that, but no.
You don't?
I have it in intimidation because I was planning to take the thing that gives me persuasion and deception at some point. But I don't have it yet. Yeah.
The drama intensifies.
Okay.
So she was lying
William,
about taking
what
Stinksack
happened?
for a walk.
Well,
What was that?
let's resolve the scene with Stinksack first, and then.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's fine.
That's fair.
Connor, if you want to DM Cameron the sequence of events.
It's
Not-
just on one
He
preg.
doesn't get that out of
No, no, no,
insight.
no,
He just
no.
knows I'm lying about taking them for a walk.
Yes, first.
Yeah.
Yes.
What she said about taking them for a walk wasn't entirely true. At least that may not have been the purpose behind it. To sober him up.
That's what you get from that.
We'll come back to that later.
We'll circle back. Okay.
We'll circle back.
Yeah, Stinksack, you see Iris coming up the road by herself.
Stinksack will rush out of the trees onto the road, all frantic, and he'll say, Iris, Iris, where's everyone? Did they get caught?
Are you okay? I heard you had a pretty hard drink last night.
Yes. Did. What's it to you?
Just was a bit weird you weren't there. Your brother's got a sharp eye.
He brought just you here. But all the others, they're
Well,
alive?
They're back there.
Are they imprisoned?
No. Why would
Here's
you
the
think
car.
that? The car's safe.
You walked all the way here.
Yes.
And I grab the bat and I just throw him on my back and I go, fucking idiot. Useless.
That's not a
this
good
massive bat
family
is fucking-
relationship if you're being that abusive to your brother.
Stay out of it. I'll bet you was talking to him, wasn't you? Giving him all these grand ideas.
God, I'm dying.
I love it.
Look, I know you're cranky because you're hungover, but that's no excuse to hurt your brother like that.
Alright. I love ya. And just kind of give him some scritches.
Now, I don't know if you heard the news. The Elder's dead.
Ah! The young one.
Is this like? I want to see this fucking insight.
You know that meme of the fake surprise? That's... I can just imagine the goblin.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
15 insight.
Got 5 over here.
Yeah, that is just as disingenuous as it was him actually saying it that way. He's not surprised in the slightest.
You don't say.
Oh, fuck.
I did say it, and you seem not to be surprised. What have you done?
You see, it's a funny story. You know, I was thinking, after
Stop
a couple.
beating around the bush and put it to me straight.
Thought if I killed the old bag, the young one would come to his senses in the morning, and give us some gold for our troubles.
I grab him by the throat.
He just confessed. I love it.
Oh my god.
I was trying to man him up, so I killed him.
Why the hell did you do that?
Because I want what's best for this team. And I was drunk.
Oh no.
You know, like you said, coming to my senses this morning, sobering up. Perhaps it was a lapse in judgment. Things happen.
I give him.
Worst part is I don't even have my wyvern's poison anymore. In retrospect, I don't know if it was worth it. I don't think we're getting paid, Iris.
Oh no!
God.
Women poison on the old man.
I had a suspicion it was that.
Oh fuck. That's why his throat is so fucked up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Women's intuition, boys and girls. He never fails.
I want the best for you, and I was really fucking drunk.
Everyone's okay.
Oh no.
For
Why are
now,
you not here?
now I'm gonna drag your
Fuck out of that
fucking
city,
lying ass all
Iris.
the way back to town, and you're gonna confess to everything to those townspeople. This isn't a joke.
Well, that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, you've done a lot of bad ideas in the last fortnight.
Wait. You trying to take the town over? Is that what you're saying? I come in, I stroll in, play the bad guy. You come in, I beat the goblin down, and now I'm the king of this little hovel.
What does this
Man
have
has
anything
zero
to do with what
understanding.
you've done? You killed a man in cold blood. Why did you do that?
Oh, man was older than my old fucking bribe.
So? Does that give you the reason to kill someone?
The little man, the younger one. Clearly, he wants to leave.
Yeah.
Just needed a little bit of a push.
That doesn't... That's...
Oh my god.
She's like at the point where she is about to rage, but she dials it back
Oh man.
and she says, "There's a reason why there's elders in every village, so that people will learn from them. He was teaching him to be a proper leader, and you killed him, so now he's gonna be on his own without any guidance whatsoever."
What's the name of this town again?
Bruckle.
Not to be
All right, let's
mistaken
cross
with
it off the
Meg.
list of places we can go.
Thinksack will think long and hard about this, and he'll say, "It's not how society works where I'm from."
Well, it's not how society works where I'm from either, but we don't really judge that, do we? We leave them well enough
Oh.
alone. They've given us, they trusted us, and now you have gone and slaughtered their elder. What's gonna happen now? It's gonna go either two ways. We're either gonna flee this place, or you're gonna confess. I would suggest the latter.
Fine, I'll confess. Killed 2 others as well.
No!
Wait, look, while we're speaking the truth, I just figure my conscience will be much better if I get it all out on the table right here.
Oh no!
Poor Iris.
I grab him by the ear and I start dragging him across.
Oh my god.
Wait. And I like hold you and I like kind of like stop and I try to get you to stop just for a second and I say, over there's my stuff behind that tree. Can you get it? The saddle.
I drag him with me to like, where's the direction? I drag him with me with his
I lead
ear.
you there and I'll say, the saddle's too big for me to carry. When I sent back the bat, I had to take off all his armaments. You'd understand.
You can always come back for
The
later. I'm
brockle.
coming.
We start walking back.
Yeah. I don't ever let go of his ear.
Meanwhile, back
I-
at the camp, V
So
is
long.
powdering his nose next to Vani, and he says, "Do you think it was a good idea to let Iris go alone against, to search for the goblin?"
She what?
And it is in that moment that I rolled the nat 20 and go, "That's suspicious."
It all comes together.
Oh no, V, we need to go help him.
Bit late for that.
Vanny.
Yes, dear.
You said you took him for a walk and got a glass of water before going, but that's not true.
What do you mean, dearie?
You lied.
Oh,
I suppose.
you can't just call the old lady a liar.
No,
Tear
V,
gas.
it's
Well,
fine.
she ain't calling her a truther either.
Nah.
Well, we
Yeah.
wanted it to be a surprise, dear, but I suppose. V, should we show them what we made for them?
I guess so, Grandma.
All right. Well, it was meant to be a surprise for you. Come along, Craig. You'll like this.
Narrator voice, he did not like this.
Oh.
Alright, Vanny V, you lead Craig off to show him
No,
whatever you
before
want to
we-
show him.
No, before I'm not leaving with this woman, okay? Not leaving with this woman.
We need to dig
I'm
a
like-
bigger hole.
Oh, God.
Like, is
Oh,
this
God.
is this a surprise for the whole party or just me?
Well, yes, but you seem rather curious about it. No fun.
No.
fun.
If it's a surprise for the whole party, we should wait till the whole party's here.
Oh, very well then.
I can wait.
Sure.
Fine.
Alright, you guys wait outside. Steven is still sobbing uncontrollably on the ground, nearby you guys, as you're going back and forth about things that happened last night. He's not paying attention to you guys. Some of the townsfolk have come out to start their tasks for the day. A couple of them go and they console Steven, trying to get him up, and he pushes them away and keeps sobbing in the corner.
Will, here's a question I have. It's totally unrelated. Don't take it in context. How much XP would you get from killing the entire village?
Jesus Christ.
Just
It's a good
hypothetically.
question. I'm curious.
Okay, hold on.
We're all fucking commoners. You get nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be nothing.
just a
Except
permanent
thousands of
tarnish on
voices
your
on your
soul.
dead conscience.
20
Doesn't have a
max.
conscience.
So if
Well, yeah.
there's 30 of them, and they're 10 XP each, it's 300 XP divided by 7 of you. So you get, I can't do the math right now, 45 XP each? 40 XP each?
That's
How
not
much do we
enough.
need to level up?
No.
Not that.
42. Will, I put in the calculator. It's 42.
Damn. My math skills
We're going
are
off the rails
peak.
again, people.
We need more than 500, Derek. It's not gonna happen.
So
It's a
if you-
start. If we find I don't know what
7 more villages, you guys look
Yeah,
at
exactly.
that.
Totally worth it.
I think it's more like 13, but yeah.
Again, my math might be off.
Okay.
Totally unrelated though, yeah, so that's not much if it would be related at all. A few moments pass as the villagers start to begin their day. All of them extremely somber. It's quiet. There's no talking, no cheering while they're doing their chores. Farmers might be singing while they do their farming, but there's nothing. It's very quiet in the town, except for the constant sobbing of Stephen. A few minutes
Right.
pass. Yeah.
Craig, help me make breakfast for the town.
Yeah, sure. I'll help you make breakfast.
Oh, I'll help.
No, you
I
won't.
love to cook.
Do
Do any of
thanks,
you have
Danny.
cooked utensils?
Yes,
No.
Proficiency in them?
I do have
No.
proficiency in cooked utensils.
Then
You
it's a
dirty slut.
bake-off.
The great British Bake Off
Brockle.
Warhammer edition.
Brocklish.
Brocklish.
Yeah, there we go. The Great Brockish Wolf.
Daddy versus teenage alcoholic.
Yeah, if you guys
But I'm gonna make a fucking killer rum cake.
would like
Like
to...
a fucking Mario Party minigame.
With the resources of the village.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Cooking their
you
food
like go to
again.
their food stores and start cooking. They're like, guys, they're like,
We need that
We
for the
killed
long
an elder,
winter.
murdered their children, now we eat their food.
Oh god.
You cut over to me and Iris, and we're pumping up a giant balloon each.
The
All
Mario
different
Party
balloons.
minigame. Start.
No, I just want to like cook a little breakfast for the town.
for the town. Okay.
I'll help
For
you.
the morning.
Yeah.
For the mourners.
If you guys want to prepare like a larger meal, you go to the stores. You can like pull out some stored meats, some salted meats. They have like a chicken coop now, so there's some eggs you can have for breakfast, and there's a garden with some various vegetables. So you can prepare, and it's hearty
Pull
breakfast
out
for
a,
the village for enough people.
I pull out a bottle of sriracha for anyone who wants it.
I love you.
I love that he carries that with him.
The keychain one. It's perfect.
Yeah.
John Ralphie pours himself a glass of wine for him and him only.
Of course.
12 o'clock somewhere, right?
Exactly.
As you guys are preparing the food, Iris and Stinksack show up mid-preparation. It's taking you a little while to make enough food for the whole village. So they come in as you guys are preparing and cooking.
I give him a.
Oh,
We can't hear you, Iris. I'm sorry.
Nope,
Oh, she
yeah,
froze.
you cut out.
Dead glare to quickly project to each
Yeah,
of them.
sorry, you
Everyone,
need to
some are
repeat
safe
all of that.
now. Oh, did I clip?
yeah, sadly.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It sounded really emotional too. That's the worst part.
Yep.
Just take two.
Repeat it. Repeat it.
I glare at
Same
all of
motion.
you, and I tell Kieran immediately, like, gather everyone into a safe spot. We're going to have a talk. And I say
sip
to
my wine.
everybody, follow Kieran now.
While he's in the middle of making breakfast, like, bop,
Yeah, he has like an
everything.
apron on, and he's like
This-
mid like spatula flip. He's like,
Craig's got like a frying pan with some eggs going onto a plate, and it's just like, what?
This is
Like-
important. Go!
Can we have
Now.
this meeting over
Alright,
breakfast?
alright, G, I'm going. I was like,
Okay. I guess we wrap it up.
mhm.
I figure I
Just like,
I
all
figure
right,
they give
for
him
the
like a
rest of you
couple of
guys,
minutes
it's
just to wrap it
buffet
up,
style.
and then
yeah, they would just need exactly 5-10 more minutes to finish completing the meal, because you see that they're like cooking like an inordinate amount of food, and then like once you see how much there is, you're like, oh, that's right, village, because you figure it's for you're cooking for you guys, but it's way too much food for that.
Maybe we can get like some of the villagers to take over.
Stinksack.
while V's pretending to be gathering people, he's gonna cast message and ask the fucking goblin, what did you tell her?
Message, is it somatic?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, if you
No,
you have to
answer
say
no.
it, you can whisper, but you have to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stinksack wouldn't understand that because you've talked in his head before, and he would just think back to you the answer.
Nice.
Takes a second.
I'm
You
pretty
get-
sure
you
that
get no
copy
reply.
had a
And,
wisp
and
of
you'd see him look
messages.
at you and go,
You need to answer with your voice. I can't read your mind. I'm not that great.
here.
Oh.
And you hear kind of like echo as he says that. 1 second, Iris. Gotta take a leak. And I walk
Well, I
over.
around with
Well,
him,
now
and
you
I
just
say,
wasted it. You need to tell me again.
I just give him a look. It's like, all right, I'm coming with you. I don't judge. I'll look away if you're shy or whatever.
It's really loud.
If you're right there, Craig's gonna be like, "Hi, as someone who spent a few minutes in their porta party, it's not that big."
It's okay, Craig. I'm not hungry.
You're gonna tell me or no? Just recast it.
And then
Will,
I'll
are you
tell him,
also
like,
confused?
Yeah.
Iris. I'll like pull out my member.
No, come on.
Yeah.
And
Come on, this
I
is
will-
not
Not the
fan
M
fic.
word.
Can you say the
Say
proper-
dick. Say dick like a man.
I will like put my hand to my mouth and I'll say, I confess to everything. All the murders.
Fucking idiot. I can't believe you've done that.
Hey man, she was gonna fucking kill me.
Okay, maybe, but now she won't.
Oh my god.
I think she wants to take over the town.
No, you dumbass. You would never want to do that. Was this like a villager that passes next to B as he's yelling?
Oh, God.
"Fuck
No, you
dumbass.
fucking idiot. He's
Why
like,
would you
"Oh."
do that?
You scare the
Oh,
villagers.
throw away.
Stuffed up.
Everyone
No,
grieves in
nothing's
different
coming out.
ways.
You okay there, V?
Fine. This is not fine. Don't confess. I swear to God, I will have you skinned.
I will sleight
I-
of hand try to throw the foot that I'm keeping in my.
Oh, the foot, of course.
I'm gonna try to just toss it into the bushes where I'm
Oh
peeing.
my god.
No, just stick it in the porta potty.
5 minutes, like not 5 minutes.
Oh,
like,
then I'll
away
throw.
from you,
I'll.
pissing in a
I didn't
porta potty
realize. If it's a porta
I
potty,
said I'm not-
then
or whatever. Like, where are you taking a piss in the woods or?
I was envisioning like behind a building.
Okay, yeah. If you're pissing in the woods, it's okay. It's fine. You can like toss it in the bush.
Yeah. That's the plan. I'm gonna try to quietly. 15.
Okay, well my passive is 13, so you want me to roll then?
If you're like focused on me, I guess.
Yeah, I am. I'm not letting
Then
you out
yeah,
of my
look-
sight. So my passive's I don't see with my passive, so honestly,
Go for it.
I'll roll. But I think I just rolled, but whatever. I don't even remember what I rolled because of mine. No, I did roll. Sorry, I'm juggling 3 things here at the same time. I only rolled a 12, so.
Hey,
Throw-
let's
throw a
go.
foot
We're
in the
back
wood.
on track.
Yeah, you kind of just like
When did we become PvP?
you like gonna shake it off after you're done peeing,
Suspicious, you asshole.
and you kind of like toss it while you're shaking.
Whoa! Sometimes it's a little messy.
No.
Get like a kidney stone.
No, that's not what he said. More than 3 shakes, you're playing with yourself.
I just think that whatever you do not confess to this. Vanny and I will fix this somehow. We'll kill the entire village if we have to, but do not confess.
Whatever you say.
You are not blaming this on me, Connor.
This is gonna get real spicy.
Now you had to let sleeping dogs lie. I mean, you still don't know what we got up to. As far as you know, I made a surprise for you. And I have a clever plan about how I'm going to make this actually look like we may do something nice.
Oh no.
All right.
It's
No.
totally in
You,
line with what
stick
we
sack
know about
fit it-
Vanny.
Sorry, what was that, John?
That's totally in line with what we know about Vanny, so.
Exactly. You finish peeing. Stinksack and Iris return to the group. Would you like to meet in a safe house, or do you want to go see Vanny's surprise?
Up in
No,
the
I
fucking woods, that's the safest place.
Nah, I figure we find a safe place to talk. I figure a safe house.
Yeah. Back to where we slept, I guess.
You can
Alright,
go
so
there.
finally making some sense. I thought we were heading right to the Elderman's house. Yes, let's find secrecy. The others.
Yeah, you know that the house you guys were sleeping in is vacant because it is just being used by you guys. They don't have enough people in the town to be using it yet. So you could go back there, or you could go into the forest as Connor and or Vanny suggested.
As we're regrouping, I messaged Vanny and tell her the goblin confessed his crimes.
Oh no.
So, the house is right over there. Iris seems keen on having a
Yeah,
chat.
I'm good with the house. I'm good with the house.
What was that, Connor?
Time to go to work.
Oh boy.
Time to go to. Oh no.
All right, you guys go back to.
My ass off.
He just like scoots over next to Bonnie. Now this is gonna be bad, isn't it? As he whispers.
I have an idea. Play along.
I'll follow your lead.
So yeah, I think we gather in one of the houses, in the rooms in the house, and sit
It doesn't
around.
have rooms.
Or it does have rooms. Is
It's one like large room essentially that's meant to house
Okay.
multiple people. So there's like multiple cots. There's like a small area to like pull the curtain to change behind. But being it's a small town, they don't really care about that. Everyone see each other naked here. It's fine.
Okay, but is it secure? Is what I'm asking. Because when I mentioned it, I wanted a place that was safe from, from spies. Anybody?
Random
eavesdropping.
child peeking through the window.
Yeah, eavesdroppers, that kind of shit.
You
By
figure that
eavesdroppers, we mean obviously future victims, right?
half of this party's alignment is like
Yeah, it's
Completely
real.
fucked.
it's no, you guys are on like a thin line here between
Good, neutral, good, evil, evil, evil.
yeah exactly. I know
It's like there's a difference between evil and serial killer.
I can't see who
Yeah.
you're pointing at, but I know who you're pointing at.
I did it top to bottom, left to right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What's this?
Hey, I didn't kill anybody, okay? God.
I was
Yeah.
fast asleep.
We know.
Yeah. So, did we agree on the house, or would you go in the forest?
Yeah, well,
Honestly, I said somewhere safe. We didn't really specify where to go.
House is fine.
yeah, and there's the thing. There's a couple of windows so someone can pass by and see you guys talking. But if you're talking quietly enough, they'd have to be like in the room with you to hear you, kind of thing. And it's not suspicious as you were staying in here, so they assume it might be just like gathering your stuff before breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
After
Iris.
because we served that.
Did you
What is
eat?
Oh no, Kieran.
No, we haven't
didn't
eaten
eat.
The town's kind of busy. They're preoccupied.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gather everybody and sit around in a circle, and I shove Stinksack into the center of it.
The fuck, man?
Hey, Sock, where were you?
Are we playing What the Fuck Is Up with that?
So Stinksack, I just found some interesting information from Stinksack.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, last night I had a little bit to drink and wandered into the elderman's house and poured some wyvern poison down his
You suddenly hear an interruption in your head. The demonic voice that you normally hear scream, "No!"
I'm sorry, DMD.
Cut it out. This is a serious moment.
No one said anything.
You hear, "We must not tell them." Put you over here so I can read it straight.
He continues, and after I stumbled out there, I was making my way back to our lovely abode, where was young farmhands that I hired to take care of our friend over there, give her a good old rub down. He saw me, poison in hand. I got nervous. So, pulled out a dagger, and I went, ha, ha! From both right clean in the jugular.
You hear in your head again, "I can't eat this many in one day."
And, as you all know, love taste of meats. So, couldn't help myself. An old snorter rag over there. We dragged him into the bush We went to town. And I said, aye. Seems
Oh, no.
suspicious. So I took off into the brush. Sent Snotride back here in the morning to get yous.
As you finish your confession, your story, the demon voice, almost resigned, then malicious in your head, goes, I guess we'll start with the big lady. And you hear what can only be described as like lip smacking, like.
Oh no. What have you
Like,
done?
that's where I would start. Push comes to shove, you know.
If looks could kill, V would have killed Stinksack right there where he stood.
Then I'll just kind of point up at V and I'll say, I mean, she already knew. I already said it.
Vanny is staring at V, waiting for a
Craig,
message.
the moment you point at V, Craig slowly turns to look at V.
So how do we go about this then?
Who pointed at V? Sorry.
Gently rests his hand on his revolver.
Stinksack pointed at V and made him an accomplice.
And I'll say, everyone.
Vanny will start to cry. Sticky,
Oh
please,
god.
just stop. And he'll look at Iris. Iris, you alluded to having been a mother in the past, haven't you? I cast Detect Thoughts as I ask her this. And I focus on her surface thoughts.
Oh no.
There's no save for that. You just tell me what your surface
Okay.
thoughts are.
Let me just double check something.
Oh, this is.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Wait.
so spicy.
I am the only person here without some weird fancy demon thing, and I feel so left out.
Craig, I don't have one
Okay,
either.
so what are you trying to detect? Your surface
Surface
thoughts about
thoughts.
what?
I'm just reading the surface thoughts.
I think your thoughts
Like
are
your general impression of
How
what
you're feeling.
is going about. Yeah, as I
Like-
ask you about having been a mother.
about a mother. I think she would feel emotionally. You would feel from her thoughts like a sadness and an anger, like a lot of pain and loss.
Alright, and what do I hear in her words?
That's a good question.
Why am I playing such a manipulative character? I feel dirty.
Because you are dirty.
I have no plans with this, and I've just started.
My character, by this point, would have had breakfast in his lap and just like munching, like, what the fuck is going on? This is the greatest show of all time.
I think from her thoughts, you gather like, you remember like, yeah, I was a mother once, but that wasn't really a thing.
Wait, do we see Vanny cast Detect Thoughts?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
It has somatic components, and she lifted her staff and she did it. Muttered something.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
sneaky.
Okay.
Then,
well,
but if she was
that's
casting that,
suspicious.
and I'm familiar with that, right? With that spell, because I've seen her cast that before. Correct?
Not
I
really.
don't know if we have.
She cast it, but she kind of did it off to the side when she was giving direct
Okay.
information to the lady. After you'd all pissed the lady off.
All right, then never mind. Then I wouldn't know. But yeah, you get like the feeling of like, well, it was once I was a mother and remembering something and.
And what does she say?
What do you think? What you're thinking of is she's casted Encode Thoughts before.
Yes, you
That you've seen.
pulled the strands out of my head.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
very obvious.
I think at that point when you're asking her about the mother thing, so she's thinking like, why did she ask me this question at the wrong time? There's someone who's been killed. Stinksack needs to be put in his place.
And she will continue.
What?
I have
What are you
been
casting, Vanny?
a calming ability to keep us all on the even while we talk. No need for unlevel heads to cause any problems.
Insight.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calm Emotions is its own spell.
21. 18 plus 3.
I rolled a 19 inside. I was very close.
I'm
Oh
also.
my.
Would there be any difference because I would know of the spell Calm Emotions?
I didn't say I cast Calm Emotions, I said a calming spell.
Sure, but Kieran can cast Calm Emotions.
Yes,
as a
I
cleric.
didn't drink liquid, but it was water.
Annie, can you throw some of
I
that
think
my
what you're
way?
meaning.
I think I'm
I
gonna
think
throw
it's,
up.
I think what you're meaning is if you're saying a calming spell and you're thinking, what's a spell that I would know that would be calming? Maybe that would be a familiarity with a spell that might have an effect like that.
But
Maybe
two
that's
different
what you're meaning.
casters could be two different
Yes.
spells.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Cleric
Everything
could
I,
be-
cleric and the
everything
other
I
one's a
say is
warlock.
in an intelligible language that none of you speak when I cast, so there
It's
is
like
that.
comparing Mac users to Linux users. Like, yes, they're both computers, but no.
No, Mac,
Makes
you're
sense.
inferior.
What's the roll though, John?
Oh, dirty 20.
Ooh, shit.
What'd you get?
A 21. 18 plus 3.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're all really close.
Wow.
And this time I used the plus 3 and not plus 5 by
Yes.
mistake.
That's good.
Yeah.
So it's you don't, because it's in casting in a tongue you don't quite recognize, and no like
I would
visuals.
know it's not Calm Emotions because Calm Emotions doesn't have a material component.
It does. Or
I
does
wouldn't
not?
know if it doesn't,
Doesn't.
but Detect Thoughts does.
Mm.
It could be a different spell. Kieran
Yeah,
wouldn't
my
know
focus is my staff,
that.
so like you didn't see me do anything in particular. Like I moved the staff at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Okay, she's just holding it. Okay.
well, no, you would
That makes
know
sense.
that I would need a free hand if I didn't need a material component. So
Mm,
I would have just done it with a hand rather than the whole staff.
okay.
See, so
Okay.
that line of reasoning works. Anywho, back to my line of questioning. I've been a mother many times, and some of my children weren't the best off the get-go. And in a way, Stinky is a child of our group. And he came to us last night, having done something
Isn't he
culturally
like,
unacceptable.
It's not just unacceptable, Vanny. He's killed somebody.
But he
People.
must
Without
understand.
reasoning.
No,
He thought
you
that it
missed-
was the
hold
right
on.
thing.
She might have.
I
she
can
might
read
have-
her thoughts. What do you think as you say that?
I say he's got to atone for his crimes. That's how I would put it. It's like he's killed a man, and she's thinking that he has to be punished.
He didn't understand. And as his parents, we need to try to protect our child.
She's like thinking he's a
What are you
grown-ass
fucking
man.
saying,
Why
Vanny?
the fuck are you saying child? He's a
What the
grown-ass
fuck
man.
are you? Craig is watching. It's like, what the fuck?
Then who's
I
dad?
guess
Are
also-
you
Explain to
not
them
his
how I'm like a
dad?
child.
Who's dad?
He's new to this world. He's lived with savages his whole life.
Oof.
I give a look to Vanny as almost like I am a bit hurt when she says that word.
Damn it!
You fail your diplomacy check there, buddy.
Ooh, you tried. You played with fire on that one, but
You must understand, having come from outside yourself, that getting used to the culture of our peoples here in the Empire isn't easy.
It's true. I was just looking for work. I'm looking to kill people. Here
In
we
his
are.
eyes, this is how a new leader is born.
I thought you wanted to be that leader, Iris. I was doing it for you.
I'd like to insight
Gives
check
you
that.
sad.
Yeah,
eyes.
inside.
Fuck! It's only a 10.
Was that even a lie, though?
It's like skating on a lie. It's not the reason I killed them.
You
but
feel from her emotionally and her thoughts a real bout of disgust, and you hear the word Simon across her thoughts as well.
What? What have I opened?
Her backstory. Ha!
Bravo.
What backstory did you open? Got
You did this.
No, all right. We just need to get her to focus on her trauma now instead of on Stink Sack.
Oh my
How can I
god.
break her more?
So just to clarify, Stinksack is kind of telling a white lie. He did it honestly, thinking that you guys would get rewarded for it, because he spoke with the younger alderman, thought that if he died, misunderstood that social interaction. He didn't inherently think Iris would take over, but now that sounds like a good idea to him, so kind of sold on that.
What, as he was speaking, what triggered the disgust? At what point in what I said?
That he was doing it for the group, that he was thinking that she was a leader. Something like that. I completely, like, I had a brain fart right now, so, like,
No
I
problem.
was, like, writing down notes when that happened.
It's very hard to keep all these notes.
Yes. Yeah, he was, like, saying something about, like, I was doing it for the group, I was doing it for you. And I think that's what triggered it.
Still say,
Well,
we've all
sorry.
been...
I have a question for the DM.
Yeah.
How general or granular do you want to get on what separate contested insight deception check?
What do you mean by granular or
Like is every sentence when you're lying a new deception check, or is like this whole
think the lie
conversation one
changes.
deception check?
that's it. So if it's all because they're currently lying about the situation, that has now you like the Jesus successfully deceived you guys into being okay, like nothing's she's not a part of it, whatever it is.
Okay, so what triggered it when you were saying I think it was when you were saying savages, and then in the midst of also that with Stinksack's confession that he's like, I was doing it for you, that name came up. So yeah.
Alright,
The name Simon made you disgusted? Just for his own
she
clarification.
thought of the name Simon after being disgusted in her head. I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so to answer Kieran's question John's question.
You become your character.
Yeah, so if it's like if the lie drastically changes, or if it's like a different lie about like a different situation or something like that, like you've been deceived into thinking that Vanny has no part in whatever has happened with Stinksack last night, and that's what you believe at this point.
Well, so we.
Oh, but Vanny said that.
Sorry, we rolled insight on. I rolled insight to see if she's lying about the spell, which I believe her about that.
Yes.
But I don't think I rolled insight to see if I believed Stinksack's story initially. Did we?
I didn't.
No, I don't believe that you did.
Yeah,
I believe
we
that.
just kept talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll deception for that?
You have to? I'm pretty sure you
No,
told the
because
truth on that.
Iris would have
I said that I killed 2 farmhands.
Yeah.
But didn't Vanny kill them?
Well, no,
It's been
debatable.
a couple weeks, but
Debatable.
And yeah. So.
Okay, no, that's a technicality.
What
Connor?
you should have said is that I ate 2 farmhands.
Yes.
That would have been completely true. A little bit more gruesome, though.
But he's confessed to this, but he's not telling us the full truth.
I roll deception with advantage. Or just deception?
Why would you have advantage?
Oh, because I feel like V and Vanny are kind of aiding my cause.
At this point in the conversation, we have been backing up that is what happened.
If you want to consider the help action, if you'd like it to be the help action, either of you, then yes, I would allow it.
All right.
Yes.
So are we jointly
Oh
The
no.
other half
What are
of
you
us
saying to
jointly
back him
trying
up
to
about
figure
this? I know
out.
Vanny has her thing. What are you trying to do?
Well, so he told his story, and Danny is like trying, like backing him up and talking, like not over him. Like once he confesses, she's trying to like redirect the conversation. In terms of like Kieran might not pick up on it, but if you want to roll an insight check, I don't know if you see roll 20, Kieran.
The moment I do, I think.
So in the same way that I am actively jumping in on Stink Sack side, I would say that if you want an advantage on that, it could just be you and Craig are standing there whispering to each other about. Does that make sense? Like, but then only one of you would make the roll in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, which he'd already made the roll for, right?
Yeah, and if you're both rolling separately, then it's effectively advantage just in the form of two separate people.
rolls, technically.
Although one of you is probably better at it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We can roll separately though, because we didn't talk about whether we were collaborating.
Yeah. If you guys want to incite his story specifically, you can.
I feel like we're trying to get to the bottom of things, right? Is that unreasonable?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You pass.
You beat a 4.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
4 and a natural 1.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Or actually a 5.
A 5 and a 1. But he has -1 deception. So yeah, he's not telling the complete truth. There are like some parts that you pick up. There's definitely 2 farm boys involved.
He definitely killed
the elderman.
I just wanted to clear up where Kieran was at with this.
Yeah.
So like, continue with your
some holes in Stink Sack's sword.
discussion.
And in the other one's throat.
Vanny will talk to Iris more, and she will say, I've been a mother of many people, and we have a duty as a parent. And in this way, I see all of you as sort of my children. To deal with these issues in and amongst ourselves, bringing it out to the people would only cause undue harm to poor Stinky. It would not help anyone.
But there is another option, Iris. Let them know what I told you. Alright, I'll do it. Don't worry. I said I can play the bad guy. Give him the old razzle-dazzle again. And one of you heroes takes control of the town. Putting me down, you know.
As Stinksack is talking to you, Iris, in your head, you hear this calming, motherly voice tell you, we can change this Simon.
Oh no. Oh
boy.
Juicy.
Okay.
I think. Oh, it's hard.
In the meantime, Kieran, I think, would say, I think we've done enough harm to this town. Perhaps we should just leave quietly. I can't bring this man back to life, so...
I'm with
Great.
I'm in agreement as well. And we will deal with Stinky in our own way.
I know.
I've learned a valuable lesson.
We will slap him on the wrist.
No more, no less.
I believe in second chances, but believe me, you've got to know you can't just murder people.
But you see, I actually think it's kind of Craig's fault.
Oh God.
Craig, don't get mad. Don't get mad.
While they're discussing Vanny, you hear over the thoughts. She's hearing second chances. It's like, I did that once. No, I can't do that again. No, it doesn't feel right.
How do you look physically?
I feel hurt.
No, I mean like your facial expression.
I look hurt. Like I turn my head away from the rest of the group. and I'm like holding my head, just
I'm
trying
sorry.
to calm myself down.
Did I say something that struck a nerve? Iris, I didn't mean to. I was just and she'll waddle her way over to Iris and try to look her in the eye.
Danny, this isn't something that can be let go.
Line bitch.
It can't, but it needn't be something that we blow up into even more tragedy.
This happened to me once before, Vanny. This can't happen again. Not like this. It starts out small and then it escalates into something worse.
Like murder.
I hear this.
It's very
I'm not
quiet.
talking
This is
for
a
TikTok.
conversation in my head. That's all.
You'd be able to hear my side, but if she's talking quiet enough that you guys can't hear, then
Yeah. Or I think at one point, yeah, I think she's just talking really quietly.
Right. Well, then I would continue my conversation with Craig when I
Yes,
get a
please
chance.
do tell me
and
how
you know at one point,
killing
like-
3 people is my fault.
And you can see Vanny, there's like tears swelling up in her eyes.
alright, at this point I'm going to say it's definitely been a minute and the spell's gone, so
Alright.
don't give me any more thoughts. Yeah.
No, that's what I mean, but I'm like, what I'm saying now is like you can see, like, she has tears swelling in her eyes.
Oh man.
Well, Craig, I'm glad you asked.
We did it, boys. We emotionally broke her.
You gave alcoholic bottle of alcohol.
No. Stop.
And
Yeah.
on this tall,
I'm gonna stop you right there, Craig. I'm gonna stop you right there, Stinksack, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm
Fucking
gonna
leaves the
stop
room,
you.
he makes me emotionally unavailable.
Oh my god.
Son of a fuck.
I'm gonna tell you right there why.
I'm
That's
not
some
mad
bullshit,
at you.
Stinksack.
I love it.
No,
Honestly.
Stinksack. Before you continue, I'm gonna tell you. I know where you're going with this, and I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. Saying that I gave you alcohol and then you used that alcohol irresponsibly and did things while in that irresponsible state takes the onus off of yourself for using the thing that should be used irresponsibly in the first place. You
tell him,
cannot put the
Craig.
onus on someone else for that. So shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, take your shit.
That's
He is
not
gonna say,
an argument.
but what if an adult gives alcohol to a child and then the child?
He
does
is not a
something
child,
stupid?
he is like 30.
Stinksack, how old are you?
3 years, 17 years. It's all very wishy-washy.
V.
You
gave alcohol?
You're a toddler!
So, I'll say, but V, you're right. And Craig, agree to disagree.
I know you do, because you don't want to take responsibility for your own shit, but that doesn't surprise anyone here.
V, I failed to say your part in this because
I
you're
was
not
waiting for that.
and you're not married, and I don't see why you would want to kill a couple of farm boys. So, what's the story?
You don't have to answer that question.
As his lawyer?
What?
Pleads the fifth.
Do you answer?
He's not talking because my invisible mage hand is on his mouth.
Who's y'all talking?
He's just holding him back.
No, I'm talking to V.
Oh, what? What did you ask?
I want to hear your story because I don't see why V would want to kill a couple of farm boys.
I didn't.
And
I didn't kill him.
So-
I mean, I didn't want to not kill him. I just didn't do it.
so what's the story here?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm not the one confessing here. I'm about to look towards things.
But also don't say anything.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't tell shit to the party.
Right.
Thinks
He's got a brain.
And he'll say, "He's right. It was all me."
I I know we haven't gotten the full side of the story. There's
You have the
something
full
fishy
side of
going
the
on.
story. Can we leave this fucking town?
I put a hand on
Yes.
Kieran's shoulder. I'm like, we're not getting it today.
I don't know what you'd all like to do, because if we're gonna be traveling together, I think bare minimum I have to know that all of you aren't going to go, I don't know, murder some random people.
Well, I mean, the only one in danger here is you because you kind of look like a kid, and he's a kid killer. So I can see
Shut
why
the
you would.
fuck up!
I
Not
have a
helping in the
mustache,
slightest.
Mr. Powdered Wig.
Guys are misunderstanding this. I'm not a kid killer. I'm a kid. I'm a killer.
Look, the point being,
Come again?
the
Kid who is a killer.
Look.
He's a kid killer.
Kid, comma, killer.
look, the point being, Kieran has a point. If we're going to be working together in whatever way possible, what a bar band, as we all call it,
Oh, band.
well, being a fucking
You don't get
bar
to say.
band up a creek without a fucking paddle here. That's just
This
saying.
is right.
You have a curtain on a
You should
boat.
take this as a learning experience and move on and work together next time.
I really have learned a lot, you know.
Like,
Like, don't accept alcohol from strangers. Hide the bodies. Oh, make sure you
Don't
see it through.
confess.
John Ralphio, don't help him.
Stinky. This is a point in your life where you must realize that if you're going to come and live in our societies, we do not do the things that you do out in the wild. You do not kill the last leader to prove that you are the new leader. This is not how it works. In time, these things will come to you, but for now, if you have such an urge, please ask us.
That can be arranged. Look, forget everything I said. If the honest truth here is that, yeah, sure, I killed some people. It's in my nature. I'm a fucking goblin. Look at me. Hideous. Ah. But that makes you all stronger. A scapegoat. Goblin did it. Yeah, sometimes we got our hands dirty. Goblin did it. Yeah, sometimes we killed an elderman in his sleep because he's old. Goblin did it. I can live as an outlaw on the fringes of society. You guys, with your nice faces and all physiques, in, you know, being the good guys.
To be
When we
honest,
work
Stink
together-
Sack, when I went to collect you,
Our band's strong.
when I came to collect you, I was asking for your expertise of what could have happened. I didn't expect you to kill him.
Actually, that's a great point. Neither did I. And when you came to find me, it was my concern.
If you didn't kill them, then who did? You just said something about you didn't kill him?
We're confused now.
Classic misdirection.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, and Stinksack just kind of keeps like spinning.
You getting dizzy there?
Like I was saying, together, better.
So, one, I find out the truth, or two, we stay here longer so I can investigate the truth. What do we want
Who are
to
you,
do?
Sherlock fucking Holmes?
No, but no one's telling me what's going on.
Did. I killed them all. You guys need to decide.
And Kieran, again, to go back to the insight check, you know inherently that is not correct.
Yeah.
Or partially incorrect, or not fully correct in some manner.
He's not telling us the truth. I know it.
I'm a fucking goblin, it's what I do. But it's my charm.
What do orcs do, Stingsack?
The orcs do.
Yes, what do orcs do?
So.
Brutally.
Will, seriously, this is an emotional moment.
Yeah.
They brutally destroy everything they touch.
A bunch of children, who cares? Says V.
Have I brutally destroyed everything I've touched?
Mine.
Your mother's married.
No, you haven't.
Damn it, Connor!
Son of God.
I was like, I'm not gonna say it because, you know, they're trying to get through this moment here.
What did we say about interrupting with zingers?
I am virgin!
My virgin.
I will say this then, Craig. You saying that I can be changed?
No, I'm saying that using your race as an excuse is invalid.
Oh. That kind of ruins my whole fucking argument.
Yes, it does.
I think it's more his culture. You were raised here, Craig. He was raised out there.
I wasn't raised here, and I know it's not good to kill people.
But you were
It's
raised in a
not terribly
civilized culture.
complicated.
Same.
Same as I.
But you've lived among us.
Among us?
Iris,
For a time.
will you teach me again how to be good?
I'll teach you.
Wait.
There's no way of teaching how to be good, Stinksack. You have to learn to be good. In your own way. But that doesn't mean you should be killing people for the sake of that.
And
It
it
doesn't
means that
make
when
any
you fuck up,
sense.
and it means that when you fuck up, you take the consequences.
Exactly. If you had it any other way in my tribe, we would have exiled you, even put you for slaughter for the animals to eat you alive.
I mean, in all fairness, that's kind of what my tribe did as well. And I killed the war chief's son. Actually, that was a lot like this event, really.
Oh no.
Stinksack.
And Craig's
There's
just like,
a question.
oh no, it's a pattern.
What's Connor doing?
I'm gesturing. See? He is culturally inclined. We need to teach him otherwise.
No.
Except
Let
that
him
what he
incriminate
just
himself.
said. What he just said was that in his own culture, that was a no-no.
Right.
Mans is out of excuses.
Look, I'm sorry for what I've done. If you want, I will walk out of this fucking shack. Because I'm tired of being in it. It stinks.
Yes.
I
He walks
will
out.
admit to the whole village that I killed all of their favorite peoples.
No, you won't do
But
that.
that's not
We'll
true.
have to kill them all if you do that. Don't.
Then they turn on me. I will pull my spear out, and my bat will eat every one of their fucking heads. Unless you, our bunch, are gonna stop me.
I would stop you.
He's
Yeah.
gonna go and grab Stinksack like a child and lift him up and be, okay, that's enough of that, buddy. We're getting out of here. And he's just
Inside
gonna
begins
walk
to cry
out.
out of his single eye.
That's okay. That's okay. Just we'll get you out of this fucking town. Don't worry. I want to get out too. And he's gonna walk out.
Vanny
I'm
will
just
follow
doing what's
them.
right for me.
Yes, you are, honey.
Just kind of kick my legs.
Oh.
Give him the taps. You can grab my horns if you want. It's okay.
Vanny follows him out.
So then it's just me, Kieran, Iris, and John Ralphio in the hut.
Yep.
As Vanny's closing the door, she turns around and she says, "You should all be ashamed of what you put him to."
Danny, he's not telling us
I
the truth.
slammed
Don't
the
you
door.
care?
Yeah. Something's up with Vanny too.
Via's gonna deliver a speech to the townspeople. Say, "Dearest people of Brook Hollow, your heroes are departing. We have found their companion and are on to other adventures. Farewell, all of you."
How fucking emotionally insensitive are you?
Some of them look
God.
over you confused at your announcement. Stephen continues sobbing in the corner, not paying attention to you. Kind of just like crawls back into the house to continue grieving.
Zach will try to approach Steven in the opportunity.
No, I don't let him.
You will physically intercede. No,
I
that's
will.
enough.
Yeah.
Grapple check?
Oh no, I
Grapple
wouldn't fight back.
No,
It
grab
is-
that little
yes.
fucker.
I would kind of cue into, oh, that's a bad idea. But I would say this to the two of you.
He's learning.
But maybe, forget it.
We need some time to let it blow over, lest the guards catch on to us. We don't want to make an enemy of the Empire.
What she said.
It's a good point.
There's no
And
doubt.
well,
That's right, folks!
if
as
the
he
others
used to
turn
say.
us in, well, then we will have to kill everyone, including them, so that no one knows what we did here.
Boys, I think I am fucked up with my lies.
Goblin, demon, old lady. If they find out that we were the ones that did something like this, they will do more than just kill us. We will be flayed and hung out to dry in the sun, so that all can watch what the evil that lurks on the edge of the Empire looks like on the inside.
At the same time, V is saying, "And your village shall forever be renowned, the one that gave birth to this amazing warband." This is the propaganda.
All sorts of bravado, Vanny's being creepy as fuck.
Conrad is in the back taking notes.
So cares,
and
man.
yeah,
You don't like Loki when he's arriving, but he's just like, "Goodbye, Brook Hollow."
I would prepare the cart as the others finish in their room.
All right. Right before you guys depart, we will take a quick 5 minutes so we can get some drinks to the washroom, and once we get back, we will depart off to the Mindenheim Road.
And don't forget, today's episode is brought to you by the weird shade of purple that has somehow become an epidemic within our stream.
V's getting better now.
This is purple.
And we're back. The group going into the to get the cart prepared to continue on their adventures after a
There will be
veering.
no consequences for the previous actions whatsoever. Not at any later point in the campaign. No.
Now it sounds like there
60.
will be consequences.
I mean, it's him saying it, not me.
Consequences to our actions? Never.
How could that happen?
Why would you suggest such a thing?
Jane would want to give one last plea to the party.
Okay.
That
To everybody, or just the four of you that are in the house?
no, he's gonna leave the house and go out and talk to you guys too.
Actually, but if you're going to go, Craig's going to kind of grab you before you leave.
Okay.
Just kind of like as you're walking, like, don't. You say stink sex line. Vanny's also hiding something.
I know,
I don't think
Craig.
we're gonna-
We're
I
not
don't
gonna
think
get the
we're
truth, but
No.
we have to wait a day. The dead deserve last rites, and I can't do it today because I have to pray this evening.
What I'm going to say.
And then he's gonna go.
Don't
Sorry.
don't confront them about it anymore.
He-
They're just going
he just leaves.
stick to.
Sorry, Craig.
I was trying to say something cool, and you just like, I'm leaving.
Sorry, Craig.
Fuck you.
John, don't think this is gonna work, but it's what Kieran would do.
Okay.
So he just goes to the other folks in the party.
Okay.
And he's gonna try to convince you guys to like delay leaving one more day, so that he
That
can.
ceremony?
Yeah, basically.
Does that
leave.
require
We
to be
don't
done
have to.
on the day? We will be coming back this way, won't we?
It's sort of better to do it sooner rather than later. And listen, I won't tell anyone, and we can camp out in the woods for all I care. But
I
they
think
deserve last rites.
say Iris and I take Stinky out into the forest. The rest of you can stay in town and enjoy their hospitality. If this is what it takes to get you all to give him another chance. Yes, I agree with this.
What are you planning? To take off my fucking hands or something?
We're gonna go old Yeller on your ass, boy.
Take me out
Oh
to the
God!
No,
Gun cocks.
dog.
Like,
keep you from.
Kieran holds up his left hand, and he's missing half his pinky.
Oh.
Oh no! Was Kieran part of the mob? What the fuck?
I'm learning so much tonight.
The Honorable Yakuza.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? Getting the hell out of me.
I'm not gonna cut off your hand, Stinky.
Oh, good.
Hi, I look at Iris. I don't think she will either.
Yet. As I, like,
Who knows?
telepathically say, in our head, I say yet.
That's a relief. Then yes, I think that me and Iris, Fanny, can head out into the woods, do some foraging, some rations for our next day's journey. You guys can hang out here.
I'd rather not split us up. I don't think that's the best idea.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I
don't
whispered
think I
it.
should be here.
I whispered to Kieran, I don't think he should be left around people at the moment either. At least not until we can be sure that he's a little different.
How about we camp in the woods tonight, and I'll creep back in the morning, and I'll say the last rite, and then we'll leave.
How about we all go find a place to camp for now, and then we'll do the foraging, and then we'll gather everybody tonight to stay. How about that?
I'm
we have this
fine
perfectly.
with this.
Are we still staying in a village?
good.
We have this perfectly comfortable and warm house we can stay in.
Have you not been paying attention to the last hour of conversation,
I
Jean
have,
Ralphio?
but if you, now you're giving me the choice of either camping outside,
True, he's
which
the
we're
rich,
gonna do a
spoiled
lot.
guy.
or stay in a nice, comfortable bed between four walls on a roof. It looks like it's about to rain today. Well, DM, what does the weather look like? Does it look like it's about to rain?
Find out.
Been raining lately.
He says, wiping a tear from his old goblin cheek.
Terrible day for rain.
Jinx
Oh
out.
God!
Oh no, no!
No! Fuck you,
What?
man!
You can't just say that.
That's horrible. Don't ever say that. That's worse than the other one that gets
Don't.
referenced all the fucking time.
Don't.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, I'm
Yeah,
sending you a
shush, shush,
picture.
shush.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Oh no.
It is light rain. You wake up and there's like the mildew that was on the grass is because there's been like a light rain happening all day. It's very gloomy.
Yeah, so what happens is John Rothman takes one step outside, does a full 180, and we're like, nope. You guys can camp wherever you want. I'm gonna camp right here.
As you say that, the wind picks up. It's lightly raining, but it's pretty windy outside.
Okay.
Stay indoors. I guess we're staying an extra day.
I'm not staying. Getting the fuck out of here.
I'll
Jinx
go
out.
with Stinky and make sure he doesn't get up to anything. Iris, will you come along?
That's
Split
fine.
the party.
Jinxack, listen to me. There's a question you ask everyone you meet, but you never asked me.
Ever killed anyone?
I have.
Oh,
Augers.
We're not too
Surprising.
different, you and I.
We're the same, you and I.
We're got a lot of backstory today. My God,
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for that.
very spicy episode. I love it.
Yes.
who have you killed? Strong man.
God, I'm up to 4 pages.
I'll jump off the wagon and look you straight in the eye.
I guess if you want to do this now,
We're doing it.
could do this now. Once upon a time, there was a village.
Wait. Iris. Earmuffs.
What?
What are those?
What?
Just put your hands on your ears. Goblin tech.
Why?
Why?
Why can't she hear me?
Well, she gets very upset about murder.
I think she'll understand, Stingsack. Don't worry.
Oh. Okay, carry on.
That's
Oh, no,
hilarious.
it's okay, Iris. Your hands
Okay.
Once upon a
I just give
time,
I give a nod to Kieran.
there was a village, and there was a bad man on the village, and he took all the food for himself, and many people began to starve. And well, I killed him, so it's not that long a story, I guess.
was rather unclimactic, actually.
Very short.
It's a tad longer than that, but that's sort of the gist.
How did you kill him?
Kieran unsheathes his sword. With this, I slit his throat.
While he slept, or you fought him in a duel?
Stingsack
no.
will just say out loud. Oh, not necessarily out loud. He's just talking, but he'll just say, "Hey, put that away. I don't know if it's the best times to be talking about slitting throats."
I suppose you're right. He puts it away.
That's first. Alright, so you guys spend another night.
Before Iris,
Before
Vanny,
you
and
continue-
Stinky go out.
I messaged you on
Sorry.
Facebook.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. I've been
Oh.
ignoring these things because I'm in the game. William.
It's about the game.
My
Oh,
immersion.
how much? Oh. I am not a bald fuck.
You are a bald fuck because you're not listening to me. Now tell me the number.
Fuck you.
It's the task.
Messaging you.
Stinksack in the silence will just say to Kieran, "Guy like you more. I understand that. I get what you're saying. Elderman was probably stealing food from the villagers. So, it's alright
wasn't
what I did.
sort of my
It's
point,
scary.
no.
I'll give her
Not,
a
not at all.
What are you saying?
Just, you know, I get that sometimes you need deadly force, but,
Yeah.
you know, I
The
don't think it
easiest
was
way
really
to
called
get it
for
is
in
the
this system.
night when they're sleeping.
Stinksack, I don't think that's the point of what he's trying to say. Listen to the man for God's sake.
Inky, you were born with 2 ears to listen and 1 mouth to talk. So you can listen twice as much as you speak.
2 eyes to see. Now I only got 1. Sorry.
Maybe we should cut off his ears.
My God.
Vanny looked at you horrified.
Your
No, that was
orc-
Cameron. That wasn't
Oh.
Craig. That was Cameron.
Okay.
Cameron, your orc is showing.
Cameron, you dropped it. You look down. It's just your orc. All right. Good.
I don't know. I'm waiting for Cameron.
Okay.
I'm
Whatever he was
writing
supposed to do.
notes. Keep going. Keep going. I'm writing
Fucking
notes.
scribe over there. Oh, we're gonna keep talking and keep taking notes. It's a vicious cycle.
I know!
Jeez.
Yes, you feel my pain, young Padawan.
So are we staying the night here then? In town?
That's
in the
what the
village?
consensus seems to be. It is rather stormy outside, like I said. Winds have picked up pretty strongly. There's a nice light rain coming down. Kind of sets the mood for the village to be more somber, dark, and moody. If you guys would like to spend the night, you can spend the day just hanging out inside if you'd like. You can do some off-time activities that I think are listed in Tasha's or the DMG. Xanathar's, thank you. I was like, one of the books. Yeah. One of many books. It's hard to remember them all.
There's also stuff in the DMG.
Practice my gun.
There you
But
go.
that's
Yeah,
just
that
for
won't
like
disturb the
specific
mourners.
stuff.
Yeah.
Stinksock will head off into the woods and forage rations.
I go with him to practice my gun.
Okay. You be
Iris, would you like to help me practice? I pull out a bottle.
Why do you need to
Oh,
go-
right, you don't like guns. Right, never mind. Sorry, I asked. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure we should leave them alone.
Iris thinks that could be.
What could possibly go wrong?
The instinct sack.
What could possibly go wrong?
So much.
You guys can follow them if you'd like. Join them, whatever it is.
Instinct sack. Will you teach me how to forage?
Hey, come up. Pull out your hand. You said you were missing half your pinky.
Yeah.
Those hands don't look like foraging hands.
Well, this
Probably
one's
not much I
fine.
can do with you. But I'll let you come.
I appreciate it.
Try to keep up.
We're the same height.
But I'm quicker in the woods.
You're pretty quick, I guess.
Let him use his class abilities. That's all he has.
No, no.
Yes.
Goblins are faster anyway.
They both be 25.
No, goblins get
I'm
30,
30.
right?
Yeah, 30.
What?
Yeah.
They are fast.
Yeah.
Tricksy little
Fucking
fuckers, that's why.
Yeah.
All the better to stab you with poop arrows.
Exactly. Despicable creatures. Alright, who isn't going with the group?
I am staying indoors. I am cooking up a feast.
I'm gonna stay in town and do my best to help out around town.
Okay. Okay. Vanny?
What about, yeah.
Vanny goes out with Iris and Stinksack.
Thank you.
And Kieran.
Thank you.
And
Is
Bane.
Iris coming?
Oh, if Kieran's coming, do we need Iris?
I
Well,
was-
she wanted to forage because of her background, just like I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I also need
Okay.
to walk.
Cool.
Okay.
I would say that
Oh,
Stinksack would say
before.
this. Yeah, don't
Okay.
go.
No, before the people who are going out to forage leave, I would grab Kieran on the way out and just be like, "Listen,
Alright.
something's fishy. We're not going to figure out what's going on there fully, but it's with those three. So just keep an eye on that. Don't let your guard down."
I hear you, Craig. I think I'll be
This
alright.
party
I
has
appreciate
no
it.
cooperation
No, fucking.
at all. Until one side breaks, and it's
Well,
not gonna be
until they-
ours.
Until an event occurs that forges us into.
I'm trying to build bridges, you guys.
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
And
Sure,
I'm
here
trying
for
to
it.
keep you alive!
He's perfectly
Um,
safe.
Yeah, who's always
Zigzag
bringing
gets a
food
chance
back
in the
from
woods.
down?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
He's going to bring up the
Nice.
fact that nobody seems worried about the farmhands disappearing in the village, and he has some concerns about going back there. And they finally find out 2 other people are are missing.
Yeah, once a lot of the day has passed, you hear, and because he mentioned killing 2 farmhands, you guys know that there's supposed to be 3 dead, but the town boys seem to be mourning the elderman until halfway through the day, in early afternoon. You hear Jack, are you up yet? And you hear people going around the video. Anyone seen Jack? I think he went off last night to do something. No. And you hear a general murmur in the village of they're kind of looking for one of the people.
Is this
I just
as
gotta
we're
go
leaving,
talk
Will?
to them.
Yeah, as you guys go to forage,
Okay.
or maybe while you're foraging, depends how long you guys talk and wait to go, because the day starts passing as they're looking. They only realize once the day's passed a bit, so you probably already left.
Okay.
Okay, so it's me and John Ralphio who hear this stuff then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at Craig. I'm like, they only killed the one guy, right?
I making sure that it's hidden from the party. I have 3 fingers up against my cheek.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
we're boned, aren't we?
Yes.
Let us pretend like nothing is wrong. Let us eat breakfast, drink a pint at the pub, wait for
Craig.
all
Just
of
a
this to
pub.
blow
I'm Craig.
over.
John Ralphio, 2 problems with that.
Yes,
It is 2 p.m. and there is no pub.
it's 5 p.m. somewhere, and we'll make a pub.
Like in Jamaica.
I look at him and I'm like, I would give you alcohol, but apparently the last time I did that, things went wrong.
He's not a child.
So I'm cutting everyone off.
I'll drink my own alcohol. I'll be my own alcoholic.
Blackjack and hookers.
The alcohol is only for me now.
I'll need a survival check from Iris and Stinksack.
Okay.
Can
Are we
Karen
in the
try?
forest?
Yeah, I assume you are proficient in survival?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you can just give it a flat roll.
If you want,
have
you can give the
advantage
help
and that would
action
help
to
them.
somebody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll give
As a
the
way
help
of
action
learning,
to
you're giving them a help
Stinksack.
action? Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so I got a 12.
Yeah. I already had advantage.
Oh, so you want to give me advantage then, so...
Are we together?
Yeah, we're all together.
Okay, then I'll give you advantage.
Okay, so I'll roll again.
Stinksack would say, I think she needs all the
No.
help she can get.
I had a higher roll on the
Okay.
first one.
Okay.
18.
I tried.
18? Iris, what you get?
I only got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you both succeed. Yeah. Okay.
So like a bunch of
You-
wyvern tails.
You both find the same amount. You find, actually, what's your wisdom modifiers?
+1.
+3.
Okay, so you find 2 pounds of food, Iris. And Zigzag, you find 4.
Nice. Actually, I have features that double it.
And just a reminder, a pound of food per day is the average amount that a normal-sized humanoid needs.
Cool. And
Cool.
I
Medium or
double it
small. And you-
because of my
Natural explorer, yes.
forager. When you forage, you find twice as much food and water as you normally would.
Yes.
Ooh.
We had to forage for water too. There's a well in town, and
Does,
8 pounds of meat.
what's that?
Does my wanderer background or my Wonder feature also apply to that? Because it's for myself and up to 5 other people each day.
Oh yeah.
I also have that. I get 16 pounds
Okay,
of
now
beans.
you hold that thought. Wanderer, right?
Yeah, for the Outlander background.
Outlander.
Thank you.
They stack.
Okay, load any slower. Internet. Thank you. I appreciate you in this trying time.
At one point, Kieran's embarrassed because he's doing a bad job, and he he very obviously pretends to find a bunch of berries, but
Like, oh no,
he
don't eat those.
you hear him casting something, and he turns around, and there's a handful of giant like plump pink strawberries, and he says, "Oh, I found these."
He definitely cast good berry.
Yeah,
Gooey.
Different kind of good berry though.
the better one.
In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day. So I'd say 6. So you would add 6 if you have the Outlander background.
Okay, so I have
6
8
pounds?
of food.
Yeah, no, 6 pounds, yes. Because 1 pound
Nice,
per person.
15 pounds, baby.
So I have 8
Yeah,
pounds.
so you get like
altogether.
maybe like a small, like a couple of rabbits, some nuts and berries.
Mine is all birds. 15 pounds of birds.
Yeah.
A lot of
You actually find a wild turkey.
Ooh.
Like a 10-pound turkey, and you can like, kill that and bring it back.
Find some crunchy centipedes and a few like the egg.
Hakuna Matata, yeah.
Yeah. Tastes like chicken.
I think I'll stick to the berries. Thanks.
Can give you some mushrooms if you want. My special kind.
What?
Don't
Define special.
Don't
Oh,
eat
my
those.
special mushroom.
Oh
Don't
no. Is it sexual or drugs? Who knows?
Oh, no.
Little bit of both.
I think we can be
Call
friends,
me,
Stink Sack,
call
but
me.
I don't know about that.
Oh, John's blushing.
I was just offering you food, but it's fine. Let's go.
Oh.
I waddle back.
I'm talking to Kieran about the actual high protein properties of insects and how they're actually a little bit better than for storage, I think, than dried meats and such like that.
It should be weird and eat a centipede.
That's nice, Iris. I'm really glad you're telling me this. Thank you.
Trying to be so sincere.
We're so much more peaceful when we're so far away from society.
Just forget Vanny was there.
Vanny, forgot
Look,
you was here.
Look, I was just saying it's might be more useful in case we don't find any game. You know, there's enough ants on the ground to lick off with a stick.
Forest has no game.
I've never tried floor ants before.
Oh, just make
Vanny
sure
will
they're
pick
not
up a stick.
Oh,
She
just
will
make
attempt
sure
to
they're not
collect
the
floor
fiery
ants.
kind. Those. Oof.
You're saying floor, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to what other kind of ant?
I'm not even talking about floor ants. I'm just saying like ants off the ground.
Okay,
Off
this
the
is Vanny
forest
talking
floor.
about floor ants. As if
Forest
there's
floor.
you find them somewhere, like, maybe like in the trees, but it's the same ants as they are on the ground.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding. There's no
I collect myself some ants.
misconceptions about floor ants.
Hey guys, I just want to point out that difficult terrain does not slow our travel when you're with me.
Like,
Doing this efficiently.
how tight are your pants right now that you're actually able to use your fucking class abilities?
Downtime.
proud of you, buddy.
What's V doing while we're doing all this shit?
He's practicing.
Bam.
The goon
Yes.
Bam.
on the elderman, on the young elderman.
Oh no.
Yes.
So a proficiency takes like 10 weeks of training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that time that you took the old elderman out last night and had him practice by shooting an apple off his head, and then Stinksack murdered him immediately afterwards?
Remember
That's
that?
poison. I had a gun.
How would you rather die?
Remember how
man.
you made his last moments better by scaring the living shit out of him?
Hey, I bet he felt alive.
The first time in a while.
These
Poison
young
damage.
people are making me have hope for the future.
Dies that night.
Oh,
In the most
no.
horrible, painful death.
Jesus Christ. Alright,
All
you,
right.
you guys return from foraging with great success, a ton of food. I don't know if you're like cooking for yourselves, you want to cook a feast, but you're taking more of the town's food, I suppose.
I am cooking a whole feast just for myself. I'm gonna eat like a third of it.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. You guys
I refuse
get back
share
to
with
town.
anyone.
It's mid-afternoon.
I cast alarm on the entire house, by the way, so when they come in, it's gonna be blaring.
Great.
A bunch of sirens
You
start
didn't-
going
you
off as you
didn't
guys walk
Exclude
in.
us from your alarm trigger?
Well, yeah. Then I know that you guys
Animal.
are murderers.
You
Oh,
don't
he makes a
know.
good point, Manny.
Please don't tell me
Does
you
make a
yelled
good
that
point.
through the open door.
I mean, I'm saying this out of character because I don't think you guys are here.
Okay. Yeah, when you guys come back, I'm probably helping like move stuff around town.
You definitely heard them asking about Jack and Alex. Are the two missing farmhands?
I stayed here a whole day.
I This is gonna be a bad idea. I'd like to bring up how odd it is that two people disappeared shortly after someone else was murdered.
Oh my god. You are turning evil too, my friend. You've got fucking skeletons in that closet.
They go, no. Jack and Alex?
No. Well, I mean, I haven't been doing the voice all day. What have I been doing? So, dude. There we are. I mean, like, I'm not saying they would. It's just, you see enough of those plays. CSI, Law and Order, Law and Ogre. There it is.
Fuck off! Oh shit!
Law and Ogre.
I
SVU.
demand a one shot.
Oh, Law and Ogre. Let me put it in the notes. Hold on.
Law and Ogre. Criminal Intent. Law and Ogre. Bretonia. That was weird. That one only lasted for a season.
Law and Ogre.
It wasn't well received.
SVU.
They were so confused why they moved the action to Bretonia when their laws are completely different than they are here. Anyway, the point is, you see enough of them. I'm not saying it was them, obviously. I'm just saying, like, it's odd.
The people that you are working with, they can like mention this. And,
Like, I'm not saying it directly to these people's parents. I'm saying it to some person who's like gossiping on the
No,
corner.
that's exactly it. Yeah.
I
So
am-
like one person gossips to another kind of thing, and like within like 5 minutes, the whole town knows because there's 30 people. And
But I do it in a way that can't be traced back to me directly. I'm like watching it like zigzag and like I'm covering tracks. This is not good. I have done a bad thing, but if I didn't do this, the party would be in trouble in the future.
So
and
you're
that's not
sowing
good.
rumors.
You guys get back in.
down to our level.
Don't worry about it, guys. I'll message you all individually after the session about your alignment changes.
No!
Took care of mine. I'm not worried.
Hey, you're good. You're good.
Nice.
But like when you guys do come back to town, you do see Craig is slightly more jittery than it was when you guys left.
Craig,
Mm-hmm.
you okay there, buddy? So
You
I
look
was
like an
thinking-
accomplice to murder.
You don't know anything! Get out! You don't know what I've done yet.
Pull Craig to the side and I say, look, I know you don't like this kind of stuff, but I was thinking of maybe starting rumors, considering we have 2 dead
I've
bodies.
taken care of it.
You know that meme of Scarlet Joe where she's like, you know, like
Yeah.
that's his face right now.
Or the one where he's like,
All right. Just fist bumps you on the shoulder.
Don't.
Good going, buddy.
No. I look at I grab him. I'm like, we'd never kill anyone like that again. Understand?
What? What are you talking about?
Exactly. And I let him go.
Still. Dear Mrs. Watson, oh my God, I heard about your child being away. What a tragedy. Just start.
I watch him do this. I'm like, and he's gonna blow it within 5 seconds.
No. He just
But no, yeah.
pretends to be surprised.
I am completely jittery. Like when you guys get back, like just like maybe they'll find out I started that, and then they'll be like, why did you say that?
Do you guys have to do anything before? Again, so it's like mid to late afternoon now. You've all settled back into the room. You have your forged goods, and
Also, I wouldn't even know if that's considered a rumor. Just pointing out that like 2 people disappeared shortly after a murder. That's just pointing out a fact that no one seems to put together. I made a line between 2 dots that no one connected. That's all I did.
I imagine the
That's
villagers
starting
noticed.
a rumor.
Well, that's it, right? The villagers had started talking about it, and then Greg elaborated.
And then
on it.
Yeah.
I just kind of made a quick connect to the dots line and then let that work.
I see.
What he did is,
You don't think
so
it'd be capable of murder, would you?
he took the downtime action of sowing a rumor, but he did it so naturally that he didn't need to even announce it. Like, that's
That's some real evil shit. You know?
it is.
Have you met the
You
party?
shut the fuck up.
I
You
missed out
shut
half
the
of
fuck
what-
up.
sorry, out of character.
Yeah.
My internet was being complete ass, so I couldn't hear half the conversation what was going on. So
So
Oh.
basically, what's happening is that Cameron sowed a rumor, and now the villagers are kind of influenced into thinking that the 2 villagers who were disappearing might have something to do with the murder. Possibly.
oh
Oh no!
no.
I am
no.
covering tracks.
That's still not a good idea, but
I know it's not a good
I'm not
idea.
there to stop you. So.
We're letting them come to that conclusion by themselves. We're just
I'm
pointing out.
not even saying like, oh, I heard something. I literally was just like, hey, isn't it weird that these 2 guys disappeared at the same time as the elder died?
You're
That is
making
exactly.
your crimes actually might be worse, man. You're making
No,
people's
they are
family,
not. You
friends
shut the
think
fuck
they're
up.
murderers.
You
That's
triple
fucked up.
murderer. Shut up.
That's fucked up.
Fucking serial killer, and you're like, oh, lying is a worse crime. Shut your ass.
Oh, you're changing people's perceptions of people. Good kids, man. They were just trying to give Vanny a rub down.
I'm gonna murder you in real
Well,
life.
they did succeed before, you know.
Before you know what?
Happened.
All right, is it the next morning?
Yeah, if you guys don't want to do anything in the evening, you guys tip it off.
Oh,
Wake up the next morning.
You guys ever just put your foot on a heater to see how long you can keep it there?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, are you okay?
Anyway.
Fuck?
But yeah, I don't tell anyone else in the party about what I did, just Vig because he asked about it or something.
I tell everybody in the party. No, I'm kidding. I don't.
Kieran will give out good berries and like tend if there's anyone like sick or whatever in town.
Okay. They will like accept it and have it with like the meal that we'll be having for dinner. Thankful that
Stinksack would like to try to sell his meats off of his wagon. Mates for sale! Mates for sale! Anybody looking for fresh mates?
These
Yeah,
people
why can't
don't
we
have
have
money,
some
silly.
meats? Fuck. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
So do we do the ceremony
Oh, isn't that? Is it
so
the
we
next
can live
day?
this shithole of a town? Says V.
Tyler, can I get a persuasion check?
From who?
Me.
Tyler.
Okay.
3.
I heard like 3 names mashed together there.
No one.
I know. I
Did
thought
he
I
ask-
heard Craig at one point. I'm like, you're
Yeah.
asking for that now?
Tyler.
Like I could have
Um,
heard Kieran, Cameron, Connor, Kate, or Tyler in that.
I heard Will.
Yeah, you guys are.
A little high, sorry.
Okay. High on life. High off of murder, the endorphins. You
Yep.
do not get any customers for your beats.
What the fuck's your problem? You don't like mates?
You mean a 3 isn't good enough to persuade them?
No,
What's the meat?
no, John.
It's a
it's
mystery
not.
for you to solve.
I start feeling bad. I help him. I like to sell
Oh
his
my
meat, man.
god.
I'll come over and I'll buy some of his meat to make him feel better.
Does that count as giving me the help action because she's being a purchasing customer?
Sure.
No, they're not going to come buy from him because his own team members are buying from him.
Fine,
That-
fine.
That's just sad. That's just
As I
really
go and I say,
sad.
ladies and gentlemen, come try the legendary meats of the Goblin Stinksack, the one who has killed a wyvern. As I roll a 22 and I just start to like completely rave
the
about
stock
this.
market of the meats.
As I start going, you
By
will be
having
as
our
strong
own
as Iris the Barbarian over there, and as intelligent as the Master of Mojo. I just keep on with the bullshit.
I love it.
This meat sounds almost too good to be true. But
With a 22. They're commoners, William.
you get one customer. I rolled it.
That'll be 10 gold. Here's your turkey.
10 gold. I don't have that kind of money.
The whole
Then give me all
village
your
doesn't
gold.
have that fucking money.
$10,000.
Yeah, I have. He's like, I have a couple of copper pieces. He's like, I would buy like a chicken for like 6 copper, but
I grab his wrist and I pull out my hatchet and I go to cut his hand and I'll say, and then I'll take your whole hand. Ah. Just kidding. Yeah.
he like kind of pulls his hand back and runs off.
After
No
all
customer.
Forget the
that-
name.
After
Stinksack.
after I did all that work trying to get the heat off the party, the first thing you try to do is dismember somebody.
I was kidding.
You guys thought he learned.
Perhaps-
I have.
Perhaps we don't make those kinds of jokes where we've already pissed in their soup.
Hey, did you hear the rumors?
Half my pay, by the way, Stinksack.
They think it's the farmhands.
They do. What idiots.
Oh.
I'm like walking by with woods when you with like wood when you say that.
Woods.
Shut up.
Oh, God.
How much wood? Just any woods.
I heard it from
Many
the
woods.
kids' mothers. They were crying, saying, "How could it happen? Where did they go wrong?" Fucked up. Still fucked up.
It isn't funny.
You're fucked up.
V, do you keep that shit that you know to yourself?
Yes.
Ah, just hearing rumors, man.
Well, I do, yeah.
Oh no.
Why would I throw you under the bus?
I don't know.
It's beautiful. I'm gonna let you wallow and suffer. That's what I do.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Has this campaign just become get enough dirt on the other players that they have to side with you?
Exactly.
This is weird, like political backstabby bullshit going on in the party.
God.
This is the
There
most
is so
toxic.
much.
This is the most toxic party I've ever been a part of.
Wow.
Seriously, me
You
too.
love it.
And it's the same people.
Yeah.
I'm not playing a character. I'm just being myself.
And Wade's in the other party, just for context.
Oh my god.
And this
This
is the
the
most
worst
toxic.
character that I've played in my life.
Just
Let's
saying.
fucking go, Kieran. Let's get these ceremonies done.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to go to the graves out in the forest as well?
Yes. Someone will need to show him the other
Think
bodies.
Zach because he did it.
Do we even remember what that is?
I don't know.
He's a ranger. He can find them.
Yeah, I would be able to.
Hey, let's fucking go.
Tyler?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
You could also probably just
Son
track
of a
them based
bitch.
on using his poop as a medium, since he probably just finished processing them.
Gross.
Jesus.
That's...
But yes,
I
need
hated
to-
everything about that sentence.
Okay, but like, if you're doing the ceremony in the forest, you're not bringing the rest of the village with you, right?
No, no,
Yeah.
no. Kieran isn't telling anyone about the ceremony. He's gonna like sneak in and do it.
But you did ask us to stay so you could do it.
Yeah, I asked
No,
the
he
party,
meant anyone
not the
in
village.
town. He's not telling anyone in town.
Oh.
Good people
Yeah.
don't brag about the charity that they do.
True. So
But
you're
But he
gonna
can't sneak out. He doesn't know where the graves are. He's
You're
gonna
gonna-
get lost.
sanctuary him and then go into the forest sanctuary then. Or ceremony.
it's
Sorry.
Ceremony.
Thank you.
Ceremony, funeral, right?
Has no idea where
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bodies
let's-
are hidden.
If you had asked Stinksack would lead you there.
Yo,
Okay.
Mika should learn this so that he can just prevent Wade from raising zombies.
Oh, go fuck yourself, firstly. Secondly, that's a
it's
hate
like a-
crime.
Wait, I
It's
can
like-
learn it!
It's like a so can Ronnie.
Wait.
Agnes and Ronnie are gonna
Out of
fuck
game.
your day, Wade!
I'm quitting.
Ball, back on track.
There's also gentle repose, which does the same thing. But
That
it's
they
an
did that on the
arcane spell.
dragon, and they couldn't raise the dragon. I'm pissed. Fucking guys.
Okay, anyway, Kieran goes into town like at dawn
Yeah.
ish. Actually before dawn because he can see in the dark.
Yeah.
And he's gonna creep into the village and try to find the body of the elder.
During the day, they would have brought him out once Stephen had been, calmed a bit, and buried him. They have a little graveyard up in the back here.
Okay.
Well, it's a freshly dug grave there. And because it's, like, very, very early in the morning, the sun's barely risen yet at all, there's no one out here.
Okay. Seeing as it's freshly dug, is it a lot of work to get to the body?
No.
Okay.
Do you
He has
have
to
get-
touch.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You touch one corpse.
So you kind of, like,
No.
scoop the dirt out of the way a bit.
Yeah.
He's a
what's
few feet down.
carrying? Okay. He would use his crowbar to try to sort of move the dirt around.
Okay. It's not very
Um,
effective, but
He tries.
it would be easier with your hands, but if you don't want to
Oh
go
my
dirty.
god, if somebody walks in on
Oh my God, I'm gonna
carrying
laugh.
a dead body, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
It's dark out.
He specified not dawn, or else that would have happened.
Oh, God.
You're good to go. It's middle of the night.
Okay.
Everyone's asleep. Well, not middle of the
Okay.
night. It's like late into the night.
We got to bed
it's
early.
Twilight.
The night
It's
before.
Twilight.
Yeah, we had to so you can prepare your new spells.
Yeah, he says some holy words over the body, and he uses ceremony, funeral rite, and he some silver is consumed in the casting, and yeah, for the next 7 days, it can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell.
Okay.
So that's not really the point, but. And then yeah, he would try to get Stinksack to show him the other ones.
Dash,
so.
dash, dust to
there.
dust. Get fucked, old man.
I do. Will I do like tamp the earth back down?
I figured. Okay.
Snotrag reappears as a wolf, and I'll ride him, leading Karen there. Actually, Karen can get on too because we're both small.
All right.
All right. You lead him back to the two shallow graves of the two young farmhands.
So I'll say to Karen, it would probably be inappropriate if I took some of the bones for the wagon, yeah?
That wouldn't be very nice. Not really.
Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's alright. Do your thing.
I appreciate it.
Do you have to cast 2 different spells for both of them?
Yeah.
I got 3 of your spell slots for the
I
day.
was just about to say
know
that.
it is. Yeah.
25 gold piece worth on top of that.
We have a lot of money right now.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're rich.
God, we made.
Yeah.
I am more
Just spending
rich.
it on peasants. Oh god.
Oh my god.
I'm not more rich in this campaign than the other campaign, but I'm close.
That's sad.
Yeah.
It is.
That you're that poor in the other campaign.
I'm a druid. I don't care about money.
That's why they make me buy your shit for you.
Yes.
So on the ride, so Karen does the 2 ceremonies.
Yep.
And then
This is a long
he
session.
casts another spell,
No.
which Stinksack might notice or might not. And then on the ride back, Kieran is gonna try to sort of tell Stinksack, like, I'm not a snitch. I don't really care about the authorities, but I just sort of want to know what happened out there. Do you think you could tell me?
And
He's gonna shoot his ass.
being alone and feeling a connection with Karen over the course of the last 2 days, spending time with him, trusting him, he would confide in Karen and tell him the truth. What happened? In its entirety.
Brilliant.
I'll turn him into a meatloaf.
I'm sorry. The look on his face when it came up.
I casted enhanceability, but I didn't need it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and
god.
you were
Use
just
another spell slot?
proud.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, it's a 2nd level spell slot.
Oh boy, you're not gonna like what happens next.
Oh, no.
I think you'll be good. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Realizing that you didn't need it made you feel all the more warm about little old Stinksack.
Yeah, we bond.
And he says, "Don't tell that fucking old woman. She'll tear out my fucking ears. I
I
swear.
won't tell anyone.
It's all secret. You promise."
I promise.
Good.
But now you know that Craig's right. Something is fucked with Vanny.
Someone has to tell me, John, the truth, because that's a little unclear.
Oh, wait. Were you not? No, you're here.
No, I was here.
No, he was here. I just think he's
wasn't
confused.
I killed the
Connor
alderman.
was a little evasive.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no one ever found out what actually happened.
Yeah.
So what
Really?
Stinksack tells you is what I told him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, so what Stinksack knows is that I killed the alderman, for real, with the blind poison. And then on my way back, I bumped into Vanny, who was losing her shit because she had killed the 2 farmhands that I had hired to rub her down.
Yeah.
And me and V went out with Vanny to like kind of cover it up. They didn't know that I had killed the alderman at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was drunk.
Dying everywhere.
Everyone's lying and spreading the truth. It's wild.
What a crazy time.
Oh my god, these past 2 sessions have been fucking nuts.
You like that?
And
It's
then-
about to get better.
And then
No, it's
you
not.
agreed, Stinksack agreed to take the fall for Vanny.
And then I agree, and that was it. I
Okay.
had I had even suggested that I thought that was
Right.
the best course of action.
Okay.
And that's what I did.
And,
Yes, Will, that is
sorry.
correct.
So we.
And that makes you also feel like Stinksack's a badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
A
So-
killer leader.
Some
We're under the impression that Vanny killed the farmhands. Why?
By accident.
Because they touched her bones.
Okay.
And then the bones reacted.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Cool.
she couldn't control it, but she killed them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, whether that's the real truth,
You never know.
Yeah.
I'll find out eventually.
DM
William.
knowledge.
Alright, but Cameron, ask yourself, are you sure that you want Craig to find out? Will he be better for knowing?
I don't know, Connor. Shut up. Stop playing mind games with me. That's what last night was for.
Last night was the most wholesome grimdark you've ever had.
That's not a lie.
This
It
sounds
was.
like a very large euphemism innuendo. Just saying.
We had fun, and then I pulled out some body horror.
Still,
Yeah,
you're
I
not
guess
making
so.
this sound any
Grimdark
less sexual or
Harvest.
anything.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
we're off track.
our immersion.
My immersion.
Maybe.
You
Oh, now my internet is finally stable again.
arrive, as we're ending, you arrive back in town, and
I know.
dawn is breaking. The town has started to wake up in Char's time. It's between the travel time to get where they're buried, do the actual ceremonies, and get back. The sun is starting to rise. The rest of the party is starting to awake. You've all finished your long rests officially, so if you need to do whatever it is. John, you already finished yours because you had to prepare ceremony, right?
Yeah.
So you're down 3 first level spells in a second?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys ride in on Snotrag into town and go to join the rest of the party. But as you're about to walk back into the house to go back to sleep, you hear a shrieking roar echo through the town. As dead still, all of the farmers and villagers freeze in spot and all look up at the same direction. You peek around the corner of the house and you can see this large black shape flying towards the town, and that's where we'll end it.
Why
shit.
did we
What
come
did
here
the
in the
party
first
do
place?
now?
It's on the way to Middenheim. That's the real goal for us, and we just keep getting stuck in Brockle.
What was in Middenheim?
A malign
Hey.
intelligence.
Yes, but you're looking for searching
yeah,
for
more
malign
beast men.
intelligences.
Yeah. More beast.
Something is flying into town?
Something is flying
Yeah.
toward the town.
We are never gonna leave this fucking town. God damn it. Next session is gonna be kill the beast and then spend the time looting it.
Yeah.
I'm calling it.
We'll just
We'll
want
just-
to keep
fuck
using
my
this-
life.
You're never getting Midnight.
We're gonna kill the beast, or are we gonna sit back a little bit, let the beast kill enough villagers that the
Oh my
alderman's least of their concern,
God.
and then we come in as heroes?
We're gonna alternately save and destroy this village forever.
Again.
I wanted to get up before anyone realized anything was wrong and fucking leave.
Yeah.
And
that
just
would've been
leave in the
better.
morning.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't sleep. Everyone else slept. All right, we're good to go. Let's fucking get out of here.
And then there was another murder you didn't
And
even
then-
know about.
And then Will is just like, someone's already screaming, and it's like, fuck.
The
I
best
should
part
have
was
just killed the kid, chucked him back in the house, and then we could have
That's-
left.
the best part
What
was
the fuck?
it was the murder. The reason they were screaming was the murder you
Okay,
didn't
hold on.
know about.
Okay, what happened? Because legit, my internet was cracking, so I heard like one word, then blank, then another word, then blank.
I love how like my internet's working again, and you immediately disconnected.
Yeah,
I
it's
just kept going
garbage.
anyway.
I need a better access point because honestly,
Okay,
my internet's
Hold
in
on.
the basement, and I need to get it upstairs.
Are we still streaming?
yes. As I'm trying to just
Everyone-
sign off. You guys will shut up.
Everyone on the stream, I want you to look. There are 4 pages of notes today. Every other session is 2 pages. This is 4.
We had a lot of fun today. It was a spicy
I'm
episode.
alive.
So we're gonna go ahead and call it
Bing
there.
You got it.
Thank you for coming by, guys. We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks. Have a good night.
Good night.